Hear that and think of hair. There ain't no hair on this stream, darling. Sorry to tell you. This is a hair-free stream, except maybe on my back. But, so the Walten Files, just to kind of sum it up a little bit, like I said, it's like inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. Just, I think, way more disturbing. Like, the animation's very basic, but yet, at the same time, very unnerving. You'll see when we get into it. Pretty much it's about this restaurant called Bob's Burgers, not to be mistaken with Bob's Burgers, the hit Fox cartoon. This is Bon's, B-O-N. And it opened back in the 1970s. One of the co-owners ended up missing shortly before the restaurant opened. And no, not Bob's Burgers. No, this ain't no comedy here. But yeah, one of the owners ended up missing. Totally based on a true story, I'm sure. And lots of weird things have happened since this restaurant has opened. We're going to get into that. Don't want to really give too much away. I think that's about all you need to know right now. So let's dive into this. We'll start with a little commercial about Bob's Burgers here.
What's that I see? A bored family over there? Better turn that frown upside down, because the showstoppers are coming to town. Bob's Burgers, an all-new entertainment center, guarantees excitement for all. But don't take it from me, take it from this guy.
Opening June 28th on 8262 Cross Street, Bob's Burgers will become a magical part of your children's life. Funny Smiles Incorporated has spent blood, sweat, and tears to provide state-of-the-art entertainment, games, and the best quality food. Bond and his gang are the biggest, most advanced restaurant in Livingston County. But don't take it from me, take it from the big man himself, Bond the Rabbit.
The most fun place in town. I've really outdone myself with this one. I don't even know where to
Over 20 arcade games! A super fun game zone featuring the poker maze! A wonderful magical music show for the entire family! Fun, magic, laugh, joy, and oh, don't forget those delicious freshly cooked hamburgers, so good! Only served right here, so come on!
All right, we get it. Please. So come on down to Bob's Burgers, opening this Friday over at Cross Street. Fast food
And family fun. Thank you.
Now, I did look into that, and Brighton, Michigan is a real place. I think it's like 50 miles from Detroit or something like that. So I found that pretty interesting that this is based in Michigan, which is just right up the road from old Ohio here. As you can see, there's something very off about the animatronics at this Bob's Burgers. They look like nightmare fuel to me. But animatronics always have. I always hated going to Chuck E. Cheese as a kid. I hate going for kids' birthday parties even now. Animatronics just freak me out. And that's why I don't like them. And this makes you like this. If you don't like animatronics, this is going to make you like them even less. I'll just say that. But the first Walten Files that was uploaded back in like 2020 is this here, and it's a introductory tape to the company, kind of like a training video, if you will. So let's see what this is all about. I'm sure nothing weird is going to happen here. Actually, I'm going to...
Hi, and welcome to the introductory tape to your new job at Bunny Smiles Incorporated. You have applied to a job in technical support and maintenance. What does this job particularly mean? It means that you, amongst other employees, are the one who will take care of creating a magical and fun experience for Bob's Burgers.
Hip hooray! Hip hooray! The sun has got his hat on. Hip 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 hooray! The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. The sun has got his hat on. Hip 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 hooray! The sun sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today.
Did I recently get a Keegan raid? I don't think so. I could be wrong. I got a DJ Clay raid when I did my Star Wars Day stream, and I got raided by Bunga twice in a row. I got raided by Sabby Lou. I mean, I've been raided by Keegan before, but I haven't recently. But yeah, I did get raided by DJ Clay while I had my fucking Darth Vader mask on and couldn't see who was raiding me, so I looked like an idiot when that happened. But it was pretty fresh that it happened. I just didn't know what was going on. But anyway, yeah, this weirdo here is actually a ringmaster. I don't think it has any connection to do with the Dark Carnival, but I thought that was pretty interesting. Anyways, let's continue.
How much is that dog in the window? The one with the wiry tail. How much is that dog in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale.
How much is that dog in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that dog in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale. Old MacDonald had a farm, and on that farm he had some pigs.
Terrifying.
These are the Showstoppers. Bond, Shaw, Boozoo and Banny, a computer-animated band made by BSI to entertain children. As a technician, you'll be given the role of a facility caretaker. Around this fun and magical journey we'll work on certain tasks, such as cleaning protocols,
Robot maintenance and repair.
and learning how to use BSI technology. But first, here's a message from Jack Walten and Felix Kranken.
So, I don't know about you, but something looks very uncanny, very weird about these people. About Jack Walten and Felix here. Very creepy, right, Mrs. Fresh? Just you wait. Yeah, Felix Kranken. Now Felix, well, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but just both very creepy dudes. Just keep that in mind.
Our beloved fountain.
Which reads, in BSI, the most important thing to us isn't the money or the rating. The most important thing to us is that you have a wonderful experience while working with us.
That being said, with the Bond's Burgers restaurant getting opened in a few weeks, we're looking forward to achieving this dream with you.
Hold on. So I'm pausing this because I want to read this, but also I'm going to have subtitles on, in case you're wondering, because the audio on these is very muffled, and sometimes it's very hard to make out what they're saying, you know, to match the whole analog horror. It's supposed to be like a very worn down VHS tape from like the 1970s. So I have the subtitles on because sometimes it's so muffled, I'm like, what the fuck did they say? And I don't want to have to keep going back. So in case people are like, why the hell does he have subtitles on? That's why. But I want to point out something about this storage facility K9. I'm just going to read it out loud here. Save, restore, secure. The BSI storage facility, also known as K9, is a company project to storage all valuable items from the closed for good Bond's Burgers restaurant. So already it got closed down, right? Given the situations about the incidents inside the 1974 Bond's Burgers location, any type of props, animatronics, and arcade machines will be carefully moved, inspected, and secured inside a bunker located deep down in San Juana's forest for good. A facility caretaker will take care of securing the facility and keeping it safe and working properly. So obviously something very bad must have happened for it to be closed for good. And it just opened in 1974, so how long did it stay open for? Sound very familiar. I know it's like the bite of 1987 or whatever it is on Five Nights at Freddy Got Fingered. But this, like I said, I find way more interesting. All right, let's move on. Backmasking is always a sign of creepy shit going on. I don't know why it says thank you, foreign. Nice little cartoon to watch. Bond Super Sleepover. This should be fun.
It's a brand new day in Little Bond's neighborhood, and a really special one for sure. Little Bond has been waiting all day for his friends to arrive. He is planning to have a sleepover with them. He has everything set up for the perfect movie night with his friends. For this sleepover, he invited Shah, Boozoo, and Billy. Let's check again in case we don't forget any guests. Bond
It's
invited
Boozoo,
Shah,
but...
Boozoo, and...
Oh, shit. Michael Jackson? Or I think it's Jack.
Oh, that must be them. Now that everyone has arrived, I suppose it's time for the movie night to begin. Bond spent all his money on a really funny movie, which he hopes
all of his friends will enjoy and will laugh with Little Bond.
and friends
That was
watched the
creepy
movie.
as shit.
I guess we can say they had a blast of a time.
Once the night dropped, they all ate.
Right? What the fuck is going on, Mrs. Fresh? What the fuck indeed. Foreign. That sounds god-awful in my headset, too. A lighter. Don't light it. Don't light it. Oh, God. Jesus.
So, this is the brand new caretaker for the old Bonnie Smiles facility. I'm recording this because the company requires some type of archives for the work history, something like that. I honestly have no clue.
So the subtitles are fucking up, but this is a new hire for that
But
that facility where they're keeping all the animatronics. Oh, here we go.
somewhere in the forest, I think, to work at, and I've been driving for 20 minutes, and I can't find the place. I made it to the location. I think it's gotta be it.
The K9 facility. Yep.
Chris told me this place hasn't been working since about 78, 79, somewhere around then, and that was 4 years ago, I think. So chances are...
So we're like 82, 83 right now. Like, why does everything look so weird? Like, this shit is nightmare fuel just for the art style alone. Hey, Savvy Lou, that is fine. You nurse that migraine, get back in good health. I understand completely. I hope you feel better. And fuck migraines, just for the record. Man, Bond looks nice and friendly. Oh, fuck that.
Let's check the left arm. Yeah, left arm.
Oh, shit. Good night, Savvy.
Left arm.
Ugh. Oh, fuck. Good luck sleeping after you saw that.
What was that thing?
Hey, it's Data from Star Trek. Oh. Now hold on. Okay, you can read that, right? I can't feel anything. He thought I was her. Remember that. That face is pretty fucking mangled. So that was Brian Stella, or Brian Stells. He was a facility caretaker. What a handsome fellow. Handsome Jack is what they call him. And that was the first Walten file. Kind of sets the tone, right? We're in for some fucked up shit tonight. Here's the second tape. Bunny Smiles Incorporated. Sounds like a lighthearted, friendly company. Okay, I thought I saw that say something. Sorry, I had to rewind it for a second. God, you gotta like get it at the exact right moment. Oh, that's right. It's the hidden YouTube URL. I already got that. It's on the playlist. Don't worry.
Hello, BSI members and employees.
What up, Grim?
The tape that will change the future of the Bond's Burgers brand and the Bunny
Happy
Smiles
birthday,
Company
Grim205.
for the
Everybody wish Grim a happy birthday.
After 4 long years of legal paperwork, we finally decided to use our backup plan, which we created after the tragic.
I'm pausing this because I want to point out the original Bond's Burgers plans were by Jack Walden. This new plan is from Felix, just Felix. So, Thanks for wishing Graham a happy birthday, everybody. Some real pals. So what happened to Jack?
Closure of Bond's Burgers back on July 20th, 1974. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you the Relocate Project. But before we go into details, we want to greet all the new Bunny Smiles employees.
With the company greeting out of the way,
Let's start analyzing the Relocate Project by checking what has happened ever since the closure of Bonds 4 years ago. As
Level
many of
40,
you might have
wow.
known from previous tapes, our beloved entertainers were safely secured in St. Juana's storage facility some months after the restaurant's closure.
Pretty sure that was
Later
Jack
on,
driving
a
the
good
truck
amount of
there.
Business opportunities appeared, such as books, merch, animated movies. We even got a TV show. That's when Felix Kranken had the brilliant idea of restore and
Once again, notice the founder is just Felix now. You can see Jack's hand on his shoulder. Kind of like my proctologist when I go for a visit. But no sign of Jack. What the hell's going on?
programmed the robots of Bond's Burgers with the purpose of relocating them in a new restaurant that would be opened in a not-so-distant future. A pretty smart plan, right? Making enough money to eventually reopen the Bond's Burgers restaurant is no doubt a brilliant idea. So let's give it up for Felix Kranken, a man with not only a giant brain, but also a giant heart.
Oh shit. That face in the background is so fucking creepy. So let's look how they're going to reprogram these animatronics. This is Banny. He said cranking again. Yeah, cranking. The mouth is a pre-relocate feature. A brand new relocate project exclusive. They can blink now. Amazing. Annoyed and bored. The old eye roll. Oh my god. I hate when the music goes silent because that means something freaky is about to happen. I know my analog horror. Oh shit. Scanning for friends. I guess you're just gonna look right at me, right? I found somebody. Oh shit.
Tries to find a way out of the cage, but it's
fucking nightmare fuel.
The rabbit keeps trying to find a way out, or at least catch the owner's attention. The mighty rabbit must get out. The mighty rabbit needs to get out.
It does kind of look like Manson without the stage
The
makeup.
mighty rabbit needs to get out.
Maybe that's why it's nightmare fuel.
The rabbit needs to get out. The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving.
The rabbit is starving.
The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving. Is starving. Is starving. Is starving. Is starving. Is starving.
That is so loud. I'll see Sabby went to bed and missed the bunnies. There's a cute bunny, right? Sabby Lou Sounds is unfollowed. Could you be any louder? There's a face. Oh.
Welcome to technical support. Today we will focus on the area tour and orientation inside K9, the Bunny Smiles storage facility. We recommend all facility caretakers to have all needed equipment in hand and to always wear the Bunny Smiles uniform. But most importantly, all of you must always, under any circumstance, use your BSI ID card.
There's
Once you
Brian
have all the
Stell's card
necessary
again.
equipment at hand, we are ready to go.
Balls.
Hello, I see you made it to the storage facility. I bet you must be very excited and nervous to start working here. But let's stop and think. Do you have all the necessary items for your job tasks? I thought so. Let's put on a nice backpack and start packing some items.
Put on a backpack.
Let's check the items you will require for your job at K9. Lantern? Check. Snacks? Check. Key? Check. Camera? Check.
And that was Jack, I believe.
Wow, it's pretty dark here. You should turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the... It's important to keep track of which rooms you enter. This place can be really tricky and you could get lost very easily. This is the resting room. In this room, you can sit down, rest, talk with coworkers, you name it.
The resting
Remember
room.
to always keep this room as clean and organized as possible. A clean environment helps to get tasks done faster. A dirty environment only makes your job harder to get done.
Yeah, I hardly remember it too, Nilblog. I remember it wasn't bad. It just wasn't very memorable.
Alright, this is the main hall of the place. In front of you, you will find 3 doors. These are storage areas. The first door is used to save any kind of cleaning items and supplies. The second door is used to save any kind of prizes and merch that was available in a Bond's Burgers restaurant. The third door is used to hide...
Oh shit, some weird stuff's gonna happen. Ah, Dark Lotus song.
Right now, you are in the main storage area. As you can see, this is the room where we storage more important items such as stages, tables, arcade machines, and birthday props. Now, please follow me to the next door.
In the Bond's Burgers restaurant, remember to avoid touching or shining lights at our robots unless you are a facility technician. Now let's move on to the next room.
How odd. I remember we visited this room already.
Oh shit.
Sophie, where am I?
Listen.
Alright, ask Sophie, where am I? That name Sophie comes up later.
Backstage, as the voice told her to, missing husband wasn't there. Instead, she found a rabbit. Rose broken will fix you. You will beautiful. You will beautiful. You will beautiful.
Oh!
When she woke up, she looked beautiful. But on the inside,
Jesus Christ. Now that's Rosemary Walten, that missing persons picture. So I'm pretty sure it's telling us that look at the drawings, pouty eyes. So I'm pretty sure that's telling us that that was the fate of Jack Walton's wife, Rosemary. Yeah, I mean, Fizzy, you're right. That sounds like very haunting and creepy. Like on the inside, it felt like every part of your body is bleeding. But yeah, that's what your body is. It's blood rushing through your body, making it work. Making more music when you go off, brother, by the way. This is great. Hey, yeah, don't let me interrupt your music making, man. I appreciate you watching this, but, you know, don't let me keep you from your creative endeavors either. But yeah. The following footage was recorded during July 1978, on which 3 Bunny Smiles technicians volunteered to stay 3 days in the BSI storage facility for the purpose of reprogram the animatronics in order to execute the relocate project. I am bleeding, making music. Okay, bye. I didn't even know Random was in here, the lurker. Hillary B, Ashley P, and Kevin W. So I'm sure they all have a fun time at this storage facility.
The place itself was open during a short period of time, in which a fair number of cases occurred around the area. Huh. Yeah. And there were complaints from people that lived near the restaurant about the place playing music during midnight, like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Turn that music down, damn kids!
Back then, the company didn't really worry about hiring night guards. But yeah, the place closed after people reported hearing the screams of an adult woman inside of the restaurant.
Jeez.
So yeah. Some hours after that case was reported, residents decided to close the stores, probably because authorities needed to check the place or something. What's weird about this is that the last day Bonds was open, they only let like 1 or 2 families in. And they mentioned later that the animatronics...
Yeah, I'm there. I'm Daddy Dundee. I'm everywhere. This is true.
Well, that's odd.
Fuck. This forest reminds me of the movie, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Change these pieces with the new ones.
Don't you think I should take some time? I mean, we gotta move on with the others, didn't have to finish everything by Friday.
I mean, yes, but I think we should make them look as new as possible. That's the point. That's the point of this whole project, right? I think we should restore as much as we can, don't you think?
Yes, but if we keep focusing on these small details, the reprogramming of the robots won't be finishing.
Hey Kevin, I thought we can add the blinking eyes feature on this one. Eye sockets are really damaged. Almost as if someone did this intentionally.
Oh, God.
Holes in the suit and stuff were made after the closing.
What do you mean?
When the place closed down, Summers on the Test, the company who created the robots, had to revise them after noticing a good amount of irregularities in them.
Oh, yeah, I remember Thumb Wars.
Good night, guys.
God, it is so cold in this place.
Look at this key.
What?
Have you noticed how the company gives us this tiny key but never mentioned its purpose?
You're just overlooking stuff.
I mean, why would they give us a key with no use whatsoever?
Exactly. It has to be for something interesting.
Maybe, but we're running out of time. We should focus on finishing these robots by tomorrow.
Right.
Good night.
Hello. This will probably be the last recording today. Really. So, yeah.
So not a whole lot going on.
Your programming page was unsuccessful. You had a lot of inconveniences.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
It's impossible to add the new features. And let's not forget the fact that we didn't have enough time to end the project.
Yeah, we hope we can go back with better equipment and a better deadline.
As Hillary said, we're begging the company to allow us to return to a more organized plan. But for now, this ends the reprogramming phase for the relocation project. And log.
Hey guys, this is Ashley. I am using the camera because I am planning to find wherever this key leads to. I'm sure whatever this key hides could save the project.
So Ashley stayed behind.
I know you guys told me not to wander around, but
I'm sure she'll save the project. The back
I
door.
realize the key leads to the store. They're both back doors. It seems like a small area.
Sometimes getting into the back door can lead you to a lot of trouble, so.
And then go back. Simple. I'm supposed to figure it out. Thought.
That's what she said.
So I'll just try and peek around the doors and see what's inside.
Always a solid strategy.
Empty rooms with flying stuff. I came across this door, which was open. Kinda weird. Anyway, this room seems to have some spare endo pieces, and from the looks of it, some
Say shit.
unused animatronics, I guess. I won't go into detail about what I find since I'm in a rush, of course, and this room number 26 or 27, I think. As you can see here, there are some spare heads. Nothing I'm interested in, to be honest.
Me neither, Nilbog. I haven't outgrown juvenile humor either. Oh, God.
Well, this is bizarre. I can't really tell if this buddy is a robot or a puppet, but like, why is it hanging on the wall? This is really weird.
Oh shit, Ronald, what up, homie?
This is the last door. I've never seen this clown thing before. Like, there's absolutely no way I'm getting close to that thing. I'll probably wait till you guys see this video and come down here with me so we can take a close. I found this. I'm pretty sure that clown thing had a cassette player installed. So I guess I'll have to be brave and try and see what this whole thing is. I don't really know why this dude has a cassette player thing installed.
It's like a Teddy Ruxpin.
I guess that it's used for birthday parties, like, play a customized tape or something? I don't know. But we're about to find out.
We talking about a lot lizard Grim over 50 million served at the Ohio truck stops?
Jack, Susan, Charles, Rosemary, Sophie.
Those are all victims that clown named off, by the way. People that are missing are dead. Oh, shit.
Hello, I'm Billy, the funny movie clown. Do I see you, so? It's not the remember, she liked those oops, she liked this, no, no.
Oh. Damn it. You gotta like pause at the exact right moment. Fuck. Come on, man. Can I go frame by frame somehow? Can you do that on YouTube? I can't remember. What button does that? Yeah, let's make this super slow. Let's make this like creepy slow. No. Damn, even then. Here we go. They left the next day. They thought Ashley left early, but she was in the back door, screaming as much as she could, but no one heard the screams. The following days, the caretakers would complain about an awful smell coming from the back doors. Company decided to shut down the facility until new advice. The relocate project was unsuccessful. Ashley is still there, but she's not screaming anymore. She saw something she wasn't supposed to see, and now she's beautiful. 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 And so on and so forth. Damn. Martin Laws, you sadistic bastard.
Shadow Man sees me when lights go off.
So this series also has kind of an ARG. You saw like part of a YouTube URL at the beginning of the video. Well, if you string it together, this is the video you get. There's Bond's Burgers on opening day in Brighton, Michigan. Looks like a Midwest strip mall for sure. The very first birthday party, June 30th, 1974. And it closed on, well, I wasn't born yet, but July 19th is my birthday. But that was in 86. Thank you for the smiles. Man, they didn't stay open very long at all. Oh, so you can still see Bond the bunny staring out the window. July Club, whoop whoop. There's the canine storage facility. The gang's all here, looking nightmare fuelish as ever. Ugh. That's one thing. The creator of this series did a great job on making just horrific, like, faces. Today's your birthday. Keep the whippet fools away from you. Yes, Grim.
You must be so confused about what you saw. Don't be scared, my little bunny. Answers will be given eventually, but don't try to solve this puzzle only with the pieces you have so far. This is only the beginning. For I'm going to tell you a story of broken people, beautiful people. He is so sorry about what he did to them, but there's nothing he can do. Remember that. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety and pills, Sophie.
Safety and pills.
Safety and pills, Sophie. 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 Safety
Sophie Walten.
Sophie. Safety and
Oh, can't you see? I made them beautiful. I don't know how. I didn't even mean to. But I did. They tried to talk to us. Through analog. They will be heard. This is their cry for help. Besides, they want us to know what happened that year. But we must be patient. Look. They are filled with life. They dance to the music. They do look methed up. They laugh and sing along. They're perfect. They are beautiful. Hey, whatever floats your boat. They'll see you soon, Sophie. So yeah, like, as you can see, this series is puzzle pieces that the viewer has to kind of put the work in to figure out what the hell's going on. Best thing about it, this isn't even close to being completed, I found out. There's 3 episodes, and I guess the creator intends on releasing 12. So yeah, do the math on that. We're like not even a third of the way done. Crazy, right?
Bunny Smiles Games presents a revolutionary game in the arcade industry, perfect for every kid and adult alike. Today, Bunny Smiles Inc. takes another step into the future with Bunny Farm.
I'm heading to bed now. You have a wonderful rest of your stream. Good luck with the Waltons and the Crankins. I love y'all. And now I have a succubus stare to worry about too. Thanks, Fizzy. Thank you for that. But love you too. Once again, I love my Deep Root Davy. Had to add him on my stream. You did great with that. And good night.
That's right. Play your favorite characters in a fun and exciting adventure. Solve puzzles, enjoy parties, and most importantly, have fun. Bunny Farms is the most futuristic arcade game, with state-of-the-art technology and features such as advanced graphics, file-saving system, voice acting, and much, much more. Bunny Farm is the ideal game for everyone, and soon, a Bunny Farm machine could be at your nearest arcade. Bunny Farm, coming soon at local arcades in Brighton.
Come and play with us. It'll be lots of fun, 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 lots of fun.
Loud noises.
I wonder what will happen.
I'm pretty sure that was Sophie. So that was a little teaser for this next chapter, which is about an hour long, so strap in. Well, why did it start in the middle of it? That was a nice little jump scare.
Consider supporting activity inside a local form. Important, I guess.
So yeah, that was Sophie, and this is Jenny Letterson. This is from 1982. What up, Baba Booey?
Yeah, this is the game I wanted to show you, Sophie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I played it for a while. Thought you would enjoy it.
Thanks.
So this is kind of like watching someone else streaming this Bunny Farm game.
The building not so long ago, so please try to be careful. The janitor told me these are hella expensive and delicate too.
Oh, I see.
So, do I start the game?
Yeah, let's go.
Right, so you gotta choose a name now.
I see your name over there.
Yeah, but the idea is that you play the game from scratch.
Whoop whoop, what up, Red Satcham?
My name over here then. So, fuck. Oh, shit, I can't go back.
Dumbass.
Soapy.
Huh.
All right, gang, gather around.
What is it, Mr. B?
Yeah, what is it, Bob?
Oh, don't tell me you guys forgot about today.
me! Please, I know! Ask me!
Anyone else aside from Benny? All right, Benny. What day is it today?
Why, today is the annual fruit festival. We do a huge party on the restaurant every year.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh heavens, me too. Well, I'm sure this party is much better than last year's, right?
I need all of you to put your fruits in these baskets. You guys want fruits, right?
No.
Oh heavens, what are we gonna do?
Oh no! Is the fruit festival cancelled, Mr. B?
No!
Oh, you dumb salamanders. The important...
Hell, I couldn't help but notice you guys need fruits real quick. My barn's filled with all kinds of fruits.
Well, this voice
why don't
acting
you guys
is
do me
just
a small
phenomenal.
favor, and I'll give you all the fruits you need.
Barn adventure! I
Are those
love
ghosts in the
barns.
background?
I want to see the pigs and the chickens and the animals and the barns and the pigs.
All right, Pete. Well,
That'll be fun. All of us working.
Really? What?
Well, what do we for me?
Man, this game is buggy as shit.
Hippo. You know, something I like about the game is the artwork. I don't know why, but there's something about it that seems really familiar to me. Huh. Right, I should show you the controls so you don't have a hard time playing later on. Alright. Okay, so you use this thing to move around. Okay. And you use these buttons to interact with stuff. Yeah.
Apples.
Yeah, I've played this game for a while, a few days ago, and I noticed a bit of stuff. Yeah? Yeah, this game looks very unfinished. I saw a ton of errors and shit while playing the levels, and it crashed a couple of times too.
Huh.
That's strange, but then again, the game did clarify it was a beta test when we tried
So no
out
way
the
this
machine.
game's haunted.
Yeah, when BSI installed these machines, they clarified that as well, but here's the thing. These glitches are very creepy, if I'm totally honest. That's why I wanted to show you this in the first place. I know you're into that
BSI?
kind of... Funny Smiles Incorporated.
Have I heard that name before?
I mean, that company has been pretty relevant these past few weeks. Didn't you hear?
What happened?
Some weird rumors and shit. Apparently there was this one employee that drove to some forest a few days ago. Not too far away from here, actually.
Really?
He hasn't been seen around ever since he drove to that place.
Interesting. Probably that guy we saw in the first
Word
tape.
got out quickly. Some family members say it was his first day.
Well, what's his name?
Brian, I think?
Well, I hope he's doing alright.
Same. Well, who knows? Maybe he's okay.
I mean, it's been a while since he was last seen, right? Brighton's not that big of a town anyways. They would have found him by now.
Reminds me of this other girl.
There's more?
This young employee named Ashley. Young adult. Very pretty. She became some sort of urban legend around here.
Why?
People say she died inside of some old bunker from the company.
I know, the cutting edge graphics, right, Nitro?
Most say she was privately buried. Others say she's still inside that place.
Sounds like a made-up story to get little kids away from that forest. And we should probably just continue with the game.
Yeah, who wants to hear about this kind of shit while playing some little child's game, right?
Let's see. Bobble the Hippo was the original owner of the town. He had two sons, Pete the Hippo and Johnny the Hippo. Bobby made the promise of creating the best quality barn in the world. Rest in peace, Bobby. Older year to other year. So Bobby died.
Sophie?
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. I was just thinking about, anyways, so do I have to go to a certain character, or?
If you get close to a certain character, it'll let you access their level.
Oh, neat. I don't like this one. It looks boring.
Aw, Aw, she's my favorite character. Oh well, it's up to you, really.
Apples. Apples.
I like apples too.
This is how I know Sophie's a juggalette. She goes right for the clown.
I like the clown one.
Alrighty, press this button.
Bond's Burgers.
See, I told you this game was a little broken.
I can tell. You know, I keep thinking about Bunny Smiles. It sounds so familiar. This game is bringing back so many memories, but it's so hard to just remember exactly. Sorry, probably just boring you with random thoughts of mine. I'll stop.
No, not at all, Sophie. However, I gotta do some other stuff. I got this one essay I need to finish. I'll see you around.
So now Sophie's going to be on her own,
Just
so I
talk to me
bet...
in case you have any questions regarding the
I
game.
bet it's going to
Okay?
get weird.
Yeah.
Hi, Bon. Wait, shouldn't you be in the barn with the rest of the gang? Yeah, everything prepared. I'm supposed to solve this party, but most of the stuff I need is located in the ridiculously complex puzzles. Say, could you help me out to solve the puzzles? Alright, first we need to get the party hats. They should be in the base. Alright, good track. Now we need...
What the hell's going on?
Grab this.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
Alright, how do I...
That looks like a methed up Ronald McDonald.
Alright, first we need to get the party hats. They should be in the basement.
Ah, that's what you were trying to say earlier.
This game is very broken. More than I thought.
Oh shit, what's happening?
Do I have to... Oh, I see.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, you got this. You got this. Yeah, tic-tac-toe, motherfucker.
There we go.
The clown got pissed. Oh, I brought you a gift. Ronald McDonald here. Oh.
What's that?
Is that Jack?
Jenny?
Uh-oh.
Restart the level. Christ. Never mind.
Holy shit. She turned it off after that. This was the next day.
What exactly happened yesterday?
I don't know. The game just crashed. I was playing and the game just kept showing weird visuals.
You need that as a beat?
Yeah,
That sounded painful in my headset.
Being told something, I guess.
Like a message?
Maybe.
What? So you think this game is haunted or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
Time where I was playing and there would be times which I would do certain stuff that would cause the game to glitch and display some bizarre visuals and stuff.
Yeah, I'd say bizarre
Anyways,
visuals an
it's
understatement.
getting very late. You sure you want to play right now? Why not just wait so we can play together tomorrow morning?
I mean, you can go to sleep if you want, Jenny.
Alright. Good night, Sophie.
Good night. Alright, let's start this.
She's playing by herself. That's the dangerous shit right there. What the hell? Oh no, it's corrupted.
Fuck. Don't tell me I lost all my progress, because I'm not entering that clown level again. I think this is a save where the glitch occurred, and I really feel like I should dig deeper into this. I'm expecting
Your
to
funeral.
see a bunch of glitches since, like, the save file is corrupted, so, yeah. Huh.
Not the clown again. Wait. Alright, let's slow this down again. That was something popped up there. He promised to take care of the two kids during that day. He told the parents everything was okay. It's sad that we can't really remember you, Sophie, but soon we'll be together forever and ever. R.I.P. the two lovely red children. May 15th, 1962 to May 2nd, 1974. August 22nd, 1965 to May 2nd, 1974. Interesting.
Alright, let's go.
The hippo
Those
house.
are pigs.
Whoa! Pretty fun place!
Why, hello there.
Whoa! Pretty horse girl!
I'm supposing you two are here to help
Sarah
me
Jessica
get
Parker.
right?
Yes, you speak my love. I want to feed them and take care of them and play with them and kiss with them and love with them and play with them.
All right. I need you two to pay attention to what I say and follow the instructions I give you. Okay. So, first of all, do not open the cages unless I tell you to.
Wouldn't it be funny if I opened the cage? I think it would be really funny. I think it would be really, really funny. Yeah, I think
You asshole.
now. Yeah.
And of course, the pigs got out. Who let the damn hogs out? By God.
Daddy, what have you done? All the pigs have escaped to the hippo house.
Bunny, you dumb bunny.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to help.
It looks like they each entered a different door. We'll have to find keys for each door.
Okay, so basically we'll have to catch the pigs, I think. Okay, gotta find the...
I think they made this one a little drawn out.
I'm already starting to notice a few errors. I see the blue.
How could I? I know.
Gotta find a way to get to it, though.
Because I just realized we're only like 15 minutes in, and this is an hour long. The rest of them were like 20 minutes.
Wait, what if you take this?
But I know you get a lot of story in this one around the lore.
Shit, it worked.
It's polishing off his meat, it looks like. Well, at least you got the key.
Alright, should lead to this door. Oh, alright,
Alright, the red key's right there. What is that? Is that Felix on the wall?
Okay, I think I know what to do. Yeah, there we go. I noticed that these errors act in a certain way, as if that unknown error mentioned earlier was something or someone trying to talk to me or trying to get me to do something.
You don't say.
Like, if whatever's going on wants to get me to do something, because...
Hand check, Mr. Twister. I'm not playing Atari.
Especially because these all occurred when I...
Mr. Fresh is crazy for Davy Scorsese.
Something to do with them.
No, I'm watching Sophie stream an Atari game. That could possibly be haunted.
Also noticed that I...
Brutal Fattery coming in with the fuck honey? Alright. Oh, shit.
BSI Technical Support Audio Log Number 3, June 30th, 1974. Jeremy's birthday party finished an hour ago. I decided to stay and help the employees clean the place. This week is,
let's go!
been strange, especially because of the opening. I find it weird that they opened the place even though Mr. Walten disappeared a few weeks ago. I hope he's doing alright. Rosemary came in today and asked if we'd seen him
Handsome
around.
lad.
I'm pretty worried about it. Felix seems very concerned and worried too. Anyway, the birthday party, yes. Everything went according to plan. This was the first birthday party in the restaurant, and I feel it turned out pretty well. I noticed a few irregularities in the stage and in the audio animatronics. As the engineer and the person who basically built the animatronics to begin with, it was easier to notice these, especially in Bond. Something felt off. The limbs weren't moving properly. They looked stiff and odd, mainly in his right arm. It took a few more minutes to take him to the backstage, just to make sure everything's okay. I'm the only one left. Chris left some hours ago, and Felix didn't even show up. I'll leave and close the restaurant when I'm finished. I'm sure it's not going to take long.
Interesting. I bet nothing bad will happen to her. Oh wow, you get to play as a face on this Atari game. Or Sophie gets to play as the face, I should say. Grab a wrench. Oh, shit. Oh, God. The art style in this is just so fucking, like, unsettling to me. Oh, God, I can hardly read that. I can't read that shit. Wait, I am still alive, but I can't move. And I'm having trouble breathing, and my stomach feels weird. Oh, shit. So he stuffed her inside of that bunny. Okay. You just made Susan beautiful. Oh, God. She's just gonna go on like nothing happened? Okay.
But that was
Okay, there.
very confusing and scary, but it felt like I was being told a story or a certain event. I mean, clearly I was, but, yeah. Thing is, the pills have been making me forget a lot of stuff from my teenage years and my childhood, and, like, I started taking them for a reason, but I really don't want to think about it.
Wish you could forget your teenage years. Would be nice. Linda Thompson. So that's the chick that just got shanked, right?
Huh?
It's all blacked out. Oh, wait. October 30th, 1964. Felix has been acting very weird lately. He has been drinking more than usual. I'm very worried about him. I don't know what to do. He came home at 4 a.m. He was crying. He seemed very unstable and stressed. I don't know what to do. August 23rd, 1965. I know I haven't talked here as much as I used to. This month has been so crazy. I moved in with Felix last week. He was very happy about it. Yesterday, Jack and Rose had their third child, a little girl. Her name is Molly Walten. Jack and Felix have been pitching up the restaurant idea with a company that's interested in the project. The name's Cyberfun Tech. December 26, 1970. Christmas was nice. They built a doll, a gray rabbit, for Ed and Molly. Molly named it Rocket. Felix drank a lot yesterday. This has been a problem for a while. He is a good person, but he doesn't want to address this. It's getting worse and worse, but he doesn't notice. He feels bad about it, but doesn't try to change. on. January 3rd, 1973. It's getting worse. He's so submerged with their project that he doesn't realize how much damage he's doing to himself, how much damage he's doing to me. He keeps going places only to drink. Sometimes he even stays at the warehouse for the sole purpose of drinking. He doesn't listen. He never listens. I don't know what to do. Bevoner, what's up? I don't know what to do. Something. I just cannot. Something. May 2nd, 1974. Dear Felix.
Scores.
All right, what's up? Thanks for the follow, MCG519. Welcome to the production. By the time you're reading this, I shouldn't be home. I know you're confused. I'm confused too. What you said to me last week hurt me a lot, but it's opened my eyes. Hopefully this opens your eyes too. Our relationship isn't healthy. It never was. I'm leaving Brighton this morning. You're in the warehouse with Jack and the others as I'm writing this. By the time you're reading this, I'll already be in Hurricane. Wow, so she left him on May 2nd, 1974. Annoying people with Korean translations for practice. I know you are busy today doing Jack a favor, something related to a school party, I can't remember, but please go there when you have the time. As to me, I'll try to bold my own life, I think, while I still can. You should do that too. I love you. Goodbye, Linda. I am sorry, Linda. I am so sorry. Written in red.
I shouldn't be reading this.
I am sorry. Yeah, cats can let out some scary sounds sometimes, that's for sure. The Ringmaster. Lily's birthday.
Bon, what a wonderful surprise. I'm supposing you're here to help me set up Lily's birthday party, right? Wonderful.
That's my name.
I need someone to help me
cool.
set up the games for the party. Say, why don't you help me set up the games? What do you think? Fantastic. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. It'll be lots of fun.
Wandering around in the dark. Even in Atari, this is freaky. Oh shit, what's going on?
Again, I feel like this could be related to a person trying to tell the player something, maybe even a ghost, because this game really makes it seem like the people shown on screen died.
Because they did. Oh shit, what's going on? Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
got
step
stabbed.
right up. Get ready for entertainment like you've never seen before.
All
Start
right.
with something simple. Memorize. Take a close look at this picture. Time's up. Let's play.
Good God. A memory game, really?
Well done.
The ring crapster.
Oh dear.
They really made this be drawn out as fuck, didn't they? This is like my least favorite of the Walten Files. But yeah, it has so much story in it that you have to watch. That's what sucks.
Oh dear.
Oh, what that matched? You buggy piece of shit. I'm angry for Sophie.
Well done.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh shit, it's glitching out. Oh shit.
Congratulations! You're very good at this. Right, it's time for the real game. Let's play Spot the Differences. This one's a bit hard. Look at this
Okay, now
image.
spot the difference. Oh god.
Look at this image.
This takes me back to like 1993.
You spotted a difference. Great job. Nope, that's not the difference. No, try again. That's not the difference. You spotted a difference. Great job. You spotted a difference. Great job. Nope, that's not the difference. You spotted a difference. Great job. You spotted a difference. Great job.
Oh good god, this
Let's
is
move on to the next
grueling.
image, shall we? Look at this image. Look at this image.
Come on, let's get to the payoff already.
You spotted a difference. Great job.
You're not giving me a false sense of security.
Great job.
Yeah, like a highlights magazine, exactly, Gun.
That's not the difference.
But where's
Try
Goofus
again.
and Gallant?
You spotted a difference. Great job. You spotted a difference. So let's move on to the next image. Look at this image. You spotted a difference. Great job. You spotted a difference. Great job. Nope, that's not the difference. Try again, would you? You spotted a difference. Great job. You...
Oh, fuck. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Nope, that's not the difference. That's not the difference. Congratulations! You completed my game. Now, time for the prizes.
So he got stuffed in the ringmaster suit. I think that was Charles. Oh, God.
Missing 0714, missing 0714, missing 0714, missing 0714, missing 07. missing, missing.
That is downright fucking horrifying. Like, holy fuck. That's what gets me with the Walten Files, is like the things like they come up with. Like, I know that's like just like basic like Photoshop effects, but holy shit, that is like bone chilling to me. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to freeze on that image for a while because, oh my god, it's fucking disturbing. Alright.
This is kind of starting to make more sense to me. I mean, as much sense as something like this can make. These are all faces of people that I think I knew when I was younger. I knew these people, and for some reason my brain just forgot about them, or what happened to them.
Oh, now we got the missing
They're
poster.
alive anymore. I mean, maybe they are, but it's unlikely because I would have heard from them by now. And this game really tries to make it seem like these people died.
Because they
Not in
did.
very pleasant ways either. I really don't want to think about it anymore, but Jesus.
It's fucked up.
I genuinely don't know if digging deeper into this is the best decision, but curiosity is killing me right now.
Oh shit.
Oh heavens, this place is so beautiful. Hi, Vaughn. Didn't expect to see you here. What are you doing here?
God.
Oh, I just really wanted to check on you and see if everything is all right.
Aw, that's so sweet from you.
Oh.
However, I already finished my tasks, but you can stick around if you want.
How about we play a game?
That sounds fun. What would you like to play?
What about hide and seek?
Oh, I love that game. I'll hide. Great. This is gonna be fun.
What the fuck? God, this is weird shit.
I need to find a sheep.
A headless rabbit. Yeah, maybe it's a good thing Sabby Lou did go to bed. I mean, it's just the head of a rabbit, I should say. A bodiless rabbit. Nothing to see here. This reminds me of the games for kids from Gemini Home Entertainment. Which, speaking of that, did I make that I did. I'm going to redeem it myself. Just because I love the sound alert. It goes hand in hand, doesn't it? Who's going chicken hunting? Sounds more like someone yelling help than a sheep. Congratulations.
You found
found me. That was nice. I had so much fun playing with you. How about you hang
God.
out?
Oh shit, now she's hiding. Break the walls down. Oh, let's hide in the woods. That's a great place to hide. God, hell no. Oh, she got some thick thighs, though. Ugh.
Am I still beautiful to you, Sophie?
Oh, fuck.
I know you.
Found you.
I know where he is, Rosie. Follow me. Oh, God, it's gonna get fucked up. Rosie Rosemary, that was Jack's wife. Jesus Christ, that's loud. Oh. Fuck, man. That was loud as shit and just disturbing. Mainly loud, though. Poor Rosemary. Oh, fuck. Go away. You look like Winnie the Pooh on meth.
Come one and come all. Welcome to my magic fountain of memories.
Wasn't that loud as shit,
Step
Captain
right up
Juggalo?
and enter your most repressed experiences and get ready to be amazed by my magic. Let's take a small trip down memory lane, shall we? Tell me, what is it you would like to remember?
Oh, shit, she's gonna remember her childhood memories. Yeah, imagine if you had headphones on. I had my headset on. I think I'm fucking deaf in one ear now. You're tripping. Yeah, this shit's trippy, man. Who are you? Fucking haunted ass Atari game. Is this like a Ouija board type thing now? It's gonna draw boobies. Or a dick.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, what the hell happened? God damn it.
Holy shit. That's my old house.
Hello, Bob. I'm so glad you're here to help me clean the code base.
The fuck is going on?
Is just
Phone's ringing. May 2nd, 1974.
Hello? Felix. Jack, what is it? Listen, I was wondering if you could do me and Rose a small favor tonight. I don't know, Jack, today's been it's about an Molly. They have a school event tonight. A school party, and they have no one to pick them up. I need to stay at the workshop to finish the paperwork, and Rose is taking Sophie to the dentist. We were wondering if you could pick them up for the event and take them home later. Tonight? Yeah, if it's possible, of course. Sure, I can do that. Really? Yeah, sure. Oh, thanks a lot, man. You're lifesaver, Felix. It's nothing. Alright, so I'll pick them up at 5 and get them home at 9. Rose should be home by then. If she's not, you call me. Got it? Got it.
I remember this conversation.
This ain't gonna be good, I bet.
Be wary, for this memory seems to be buried deep within your mind. You must find them, Sophie.
It's like talking directly to her now.
I gotta take a deep breath. That was...
I would be unplugging the fucking arcade machine and getting the fuck out of the building.
So much deeper than I thought, and now I think I know what's happening. I recognize these faces, all of them. I know all of them.
What the fuck? What? Oh, I dropped a present. The Brighton High Spring Party. Oh, fuck that. Oh god, what's happening? Oh god, it's demon children. Oh god. We need to get ready for the school party, Molly. Come on. I'll be ready in a minute, Ed. I'm looking for my rocket. Oh, it's Jack's kids. That old doll, forget about it. We need to get ready. Uncle Felix will be here any minute.
That's Ed and Molly. That's Ed and Molly.
Found it. We can go now. Oh yeah, their doll rocket. That's right. The gray bunny. Looks like the school party. There's Rocket running around. Not Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. Follow. Is that the demon children? Follow. Hey, listen. Exactly, Nitro. Over here. What a playful rabbit. Oh, you're the demon kids now? Good God. Alright, we finally found Rocket. Now, can we leave? Yeah, the school looks very creepy at night. Where is Uncle Felix anyway? He should be here somewhere around here. We should look for him. Playing the Fallout soundtrack of the school dance, I see. The drinking zone, alright. At a school dance, huh? There's a drinking zone. Holy shit. Uncle Felix, what are you doing here? This is the drinking zone. You shouldn't be drinking. It's okay. I'm really just feeling a little dizzy. It's getting very late. Your parents must be worried. Let's go. Oh, fuck.
On a cue. 30 minutes of non-stop rock. Turn it up. You come on like a dream.
How much is left till we get home?
Not much. Just kind of lost, I think.
Drunk motherfucker.
Felix? Were you drinking? Our teacher says drinking is not good.
No. I'm just feeling dizzy. It's not that big of a deal. All right.
Drinking's bad. You could.
Molly, we're almost there.
This drunk motherfucker.
Listen, I'm just trying to get you to home quickly, all right?
Now you're talking like Rick Sanchez. Definitely not drunk.
Sorry, I'm not feeling too good right now. I really just want to lay in the bed and go to sleep.
It's alright. We get that today wasn't the best for you. We understand.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault.
Okay.
Thanks, Molly.
Yeah, this is still the bunny video game, believe it or not. He fucking crashed. Oh no, you got the bad ending. Well, there's your answer, Baba Booey. You crashed the car. You killed them. Drunk Uncle Felix killed the kids. Jack's children.
They didn't go home that night. He buried them here. He was too scared. But they found a way out eventually.
They possessed the doll, didn't they? Yeah, Baba Boo, this shit's been giving me chills, man. This art style is just like so trippy and like just unsettling to me. Yep, they possessed the doll. Great, a possessed doll is in the midst now. Thanks for the GGs, Captain Juggalo. The bad... It's like Fast Guy Freddy's, yeah, like Five Nights at Freddy's on meth.
You have 25 new messages.
25? Oh shit.
Felix, pick up the phone. Now, I need you to pick up the phone. It's been 3 hours since I told you to get Ed and Molly home. What happened to my children?
Oh shit.
If anything happened, Felix, you must tell me. You haven't called me in 3 hours. I need to know what's going on. I'm trying to call you all night. What the hell is wrong with you? I've been trying to contact you all night. I've been calling everyone for you.
Jack is pissed.
What the hell is wrong with you? 3 hours, you didn't call. I asked you to do one simple favor for me. I need to know, where are they? Where did you...
He did kind of sound like Schwarzenegger, didn't he?
There's just one thing you forgot to remember.
Ah, where's my kids?
They're waiting for you.
They're waiting for you, Sophie. Oh shit. Oh god. Like, who designed these and thought they were kid friendly? Let alone adult friendly. Good lord. Fuck every bit of that. Oh god, there's Bond. Kind of, Berninja, kind of. Oh, there's Rocket. Yes, it's very loud.
Midnight shadows fade. No one's left at the masquerade.
This little light of mine.
Dear, but my love for you, dear, lives on.
So I believe that was the most recent Walten files that we have so far. There's one more video after this that's been released, and after that we're waiting on the rest. But I'm not done yet. You know, I'm turning this down just a little bit for my own ears' sake. Not because I'm scared.
Hello, my name is Felix Franken. I just want to greet all of you to the company. Me and my friend Jack are both very excited about working with all of you. Here at Bunny Smiles, we believe that all it takes to achieve our dreams is hope. Would you like to achieve this dream with us? Great! As of now, our team isn't very big, just like our budget. But hey, we have hope, and in my opinion, that's all that matters.
December message from December 10th, 1972.
Greetings, Felix here. I really just wanted to give all of you dedicated BSI employees a small farewell message. Hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year's Eve. I hope to see all of you in a few months. It's crazy how far we've made it. Just everything, really. The Cyberfun tech deal, the Bonds Burgers project, it's incredible. I never thought we would have made it far. And I'm proud of all of us. Y'all should feel proud too. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing all of you next year.
$1974. After the car crash. Oh shit. Oh, he looks fucked up.
Alright, it's... yeah. Messed up.
He's drunk as shit.
It's been so long since I last used one of these. Last time I used this, I was driving. In the same conditions. I messed up. I have a problem. And this has been a problem for so long that I can't even remember. The first time I got drunk, I don't remember most stuff.
Hey, I killed your kid. Sorry. Sorry, pal.
That's probably why I'm recording this in the first place. Because I know I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll think this was all just a nightmare. That Molly are okay. But they're mad. They're not. They were just children. Jack.
Sorry.
God, what am I gonna tell Jack? He would be devastated. That's why I buried him. Just the idea of Jack seeing what happened to him. Jack's been the best friend I've ever had. I'd never do that to him. That's when the accident occurred. I just panicked and I buried him in the forest.
I always think of Fallout 3, Nobog, when I hear this song.
The road in which the accident occurred. I can't remember where I buried him.
I have an Ink Spots vinyl, actually. But I can't remember if this song's on it or not.
So fucked. What am I gonna do now? The restaurant's gonna open next month. Sorry. Be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Rocket. The kid's bunny that they possessed. Oh, not Nitro with the Sabby emotes. Oh shit. I have a feeling Sabby would probably hate this series. So that migraine might have been a blessing in disguise. It'd be like if Misfit was watching as a bunch of cat dolls that are all fucking methed up. Is that it? Come on, jump scare. Nope. Okay, so this is everything that was reversed. Like all the backmasking. Somebody made a video of everything, reversed it, so we can actually understand what they're saying. And then after this, we're going to get to next pose. You know how he likes to tie everything together, so that's what I'm going to cap it off with. Yeah, Sabby would hate all the bunny stuff for sure. Oh wait, am I still here with you? Yeah, I'm still here. Okay. All right, here's the reversed messages.
You finally start to remember. That's all that. They will be back for you soon. Sophie.
I still don't know what they're saying. It's just as freaky.
Rosemary would go to the restaurant every night hoping that his beloved husband would reappear after being missing for weeks, but no response until one day she heard a voice saying, "I know where she is, Rosie," coming from the backstage.
This shit is just as scary as it was in reverse. No, that's just funny. Well, that was just music played backwards. Sound fucking freaky.
Living the
Glad I get to see all this nightmare fuel again. Also, it's her actual screams and they were playing it backwards. That's fucked up. Oh, it's children's laughter. Wow, all the shit they put into this to make it fucked up. Damn, Felix. Dude, those screams from Felix are good. Holy shit. Oh yeah, and this is a hidden video that someone found that's supposed to be related to this somehow, but nobody knows what it means yet, I don't think. I guess somebody with this username left a comment in one of the videos, and this is the only video on their channel, and people think this has something to do with the Walten files, just nobody knows what yet. Hold on. Let's start from the beginning. Alright, Nexpo. Tell us what's up. I'm turning it down a little bit, though. Because, holy shit. Yeah, what up, Nexpo, homie? Like Mr. Twister said, if I was on Nexpo's dick any harder, I'd be a condom. He's just so good at, like, tying shit together. I guess I don't need this for Nexpo. He's got a clear, velvety voice.
Oh, yeah. I missed analog horror. Old school, rough around the edges, and by every account, disturbing.
That's the fucking truth. I don't know what it is about analog horror that just always sticks with me, like long after I'm done watching it.
What if I told you there was a series out there that's recently stood out to me as one of the creepiest that I've ever covered on this channel? What if I told you that it's nearly neck and neck in quality with the revered Local 58 that we know all too well? And what if I told you that, tonight, we're going to be pressing through that very series while dissecting its secrets and piecing together its grim lore? Well, as you can tell by the title and length of this video.
See, I like to play Nexpo videos after I kind of do my own deep dive as kind of a reward to people who've stuck around this long, because he's going to tell you what the fuck we just watched. He's better at explaining shit than I ever could be. So that's why I'm doing this. Alright, here we go.
That's because we are. Enter the Walten Files, a show birthed on April 26th of 2020 by an online creator named Martin Walls. Inspired by the hit indie classic Five Nights at Freddy's, combined with a clear love for analog horror storytelling, Walls has crafted an insanely engrossing narrative surrounding 4 animatronics that were assembled for a burger restaurant named Bond's Burgers. The place opened in 1974 and was known to host birthday parties, school events, and even animatronic concerts for the public. Was known to host these things because due to a few specific incidents.
I don't know about that.
Bond's Burgers.
Those delivery fees are ridiculous with DoorDash. Like I don't DoorDash unless I'm like absolutely like starving,
just 3 videos
and I got nothing to eat at the house.
Contain numerous tapes, jumping back and forth between the date Bond's Burgers first opened in 1974 and 8 years later in 1982. A mysterious person named Anthony seems to reside in each video's description and claims that these tapes were all made by an extinct company named Bunny Smiles. Now, Bunny Smiles is somewhat at the foundation here. The Fazbear entertainment of this entire ordeal.
Nobody hates analog horror.
Every event that takes place.
I don't.
Deception, curiosity, loss, trauma, and regret have all found their home as cornerstones of this series, and ultimately leave us questioning what exactly is happening with the Bond's Burgers restaurant, and who had started this chain of events that ended up going so terribly wrong. As you can tell by the length of this video, this series is gargantuan, with a disturbingly convoluted story that reflects that. It's something that's fascinated me for quite some time, so I'm incredibly eager to press through this side by side with all of you. So, without further ado, let's dig in. From the top, the Walten Files.
Ooh. Now that you get Big Mac sauce packets, I get 2 times the cheeseburgers with lettuce to make my own mac and put fries. There you go. That's a nice little life hack.
This is a compilation of tapes created by the already extinct Bunny Smiles company. I tried to get as much info as I could about what these tapes are, but all I could find was that they were handed to new employees back in 1974 to 1979, and the rest of them seemed to be recorded by a new facility caretaker in the year 1982. Hopefully I can find more soon. Anthony.
Company Introductory Tape, Archive 1, 1974. Serving as the pilot episode for the Walten Files, the first archive within this company introductory tape understandably takes a more direct initial approach at introducing you to the main cast.
And yeah, that's all it is. Just an ordinary employee training video.
Don't lie to us, Nexpo. We already watched it.
Hi, and welcome to the introductory tape to your new job at Bunny Smiles Incorporated. You have applied to a job in technical support.
McGangbang is the shit, Captain Juggalo. I agree with you there.
It means that you, amongst other employees, are the one who will take care of creating a magical and fun experience for Bond's Burgers.
As we've established, this first employee training video seems to have been created sometime in 1974. Or applying for a job in technical support and maintenance.
Black Mirror, the Netflix show? That's a good show, Ninja.
After this brief introduction, the video goes forth to introduce us to the Bond's Burgers main animatronic characters that make up a group called the Showstoppers, consisting of the eponymous Bond the Rabbit, Shaw the Lamb, Buzu the Ringleader.
I like the one with Miley Cyrus.
The four
singing bubblegum pop versions of 9 Inch Nails songs.
What our new job actually entails.
Band made by BSI to entertain children.
As far as I know, there's no zombies in it, Ninja. So you should be good.
Around this fun and magical journey, we'll work on certain tasks, such as cleaning protocols,
robot maintenance and repair,
and learning how to use BSI technology. But first, here's a message from Jack Walton and Felix Kranken, our beloved founder, which reads, "In BSI, the most important thing to us isn't the money or the rating. The most important thing to us is that you have a wonderful
they just look
experience
weird
while working with us." That being said, with the Bond's Burgers restaurant getting opened in a few weeks, we're looking forward to achieving this dream with you.
1975, closed for good.
Gangbang is
This video
it's a McDouble and a McChicken hybrid together.
Of Bond's Burgers.
Right? That's what I've always
I wanted to back up and highlight something that stood out to me.
had it as.
That photo of the founders.
A McFatty.
Oddly uncanny. I can't quite put my finger on it, but with Jack Walten especially, something definitely seems off. Anyway, that catalog houses a ton of information and context, and appears to read the following.
No, I'm sure
Save, restore,
I'm sure something like that goes down at Central Ohio truck stops, but I wouldn't know anything about that.
Storage all valuable items from the closed for good Bond's Burgers restaurant. Given the situations about the incidents inside the 1974 Bond's Burgers location,
yes, minus the dry McChicken bun. That's a key element. Thank you, Captain Juggalo.
Inspected and secured inside a bunker located deep down in the St. Juanes forest for good. A facility caretaker will take care of securing the facility and keeping it safe and working properly. Considering the fact that the initial role of the facility caretaker was to keep the restaurant clean, maintain the animatronics, and to learn BSI technology, I find it strange that they're now in charge of securing this top secret
Chicken
facility.
Big Mac, that sounds dope.
Keep it safe. Honestly, seems like a pretty damn big job, and it leaves me questioning what they're keeping it safe from. If that's what they're doing, that is.
I bet we'll find out.
Archive 2, 1979.
Like the fucking Smashing Pumpkins song.
Cartoon created by a Sarah Evelyn. It's titled Bond's Super Sleepover and appears to convey a night where Little Bond the Rabbit had invited each animatronic's younger counterpart over for a night of movies and fun. Initially,
keep the mayo and
everything
lettuce.
Seems fine. However, when the narrator begins running through the guest list, we're promptly informed that this cartoon is not what it seems.
For this sleepover, he invited Shah, Boozoo, and Billy. Let's check again in case we don't forget any guests. Bond invited Shah, Bozu, and
Michael Jackson.
Hey, Jack, is that you?
Oh, it's Jack.
How are you, buddy? Good to see you. I didn't see you there, buddy. So, this definitely didn't help the initial uncanniness of the original Jack Walten photo.
There are white people who think mayonnaise is too spicy, Baba
inserted
Booey.
his face into these tapes, leaving us to wonder.
I'm not one of them.
After this, we get back to the main story, which involves Little Bond eagerly preparing the movie for everyone to watch. Weirdly, the VHS has that same creepy Jack face on it.
The Jack face. I've seen a creepy Jack face.
The text, "Let me out of here." Interestingly, if we take a look around the TV
Oh,
set,
Sophie's pills. I didn't notice that
something
before.
Suspect. A pill bottle with the name Sophie Walten written on it. This will be important later.
There are some white people who think mayonnaise is too spicy.
Later on, everyone heads to bed. We're able to observe each character snoozing away. However, Little Bond seems to be awoken by something, making noise in the middle of the night. Alright, so it seems that little Bond glitches into a cartoon depiction of Sophie Walten, the girl whose pills we saw earlier by the TV. As we could see, when she lit the lighter, Bond appeared behind her, looking as if he had a massive hole in his chest. Furthermore, we can observe that Sophie's dressed up in some sort of work uniform, with a name tag that seems to resemble the one we saw earlier. This hints at the potential of Sophie being an employee of either Bond's Burgers or Bunny Smiles Inc. Considering the fact that she seems to be Jack Walton's daughter, then it would make sense. Another thing I'd like to highlight was that missing poster, which confirms
No, that's the point of the stereotype, probably, is some white people can't stand spicy food to the point that they actually think mayo is too spicy.
Something happened to him, leading someone to litter his photo throughout these tapes. Also, while the missing poster,
like they can't even handle mayonnaise because they think it's too spicy.
That the date reads June 11th, 1974.
Google it. There's been memes made of it.
Disappearance occurred during the same year that the Bond's Burgers restaurant opened. Could this have been the incident that caused its closure? Considering that he was one of the two founders, it honestly wouldn't surprise me.
That's the point.
Archive 3. Taking place just after midnight on October 10th, we're heading down a forest trail. It's hard to make out on the video itself, but the person filming this can be heard in the background saying the following.
So, I think the most white person condiment is probably ketchup.
Caretaker for the old Bunny Smiles facility. I'm recording this because of the company.
How did he clean up the audio on this so good?
Work history, something like that. I honestly.
Or did he add his own?
Because I just started working here.
Because the audio sounded like shit when I watched it.
They gave me this weird location that's somewhere in this forest to work at, and I've been driving for 20 minutes and I can't find the place.
You gotta wait till Sunday for that, Baba Booey.
About a minute and a few video cuts later, they eventually make their way to that canine bunker. I'm not entirely sure why they have him working during the ass crack of night, but hey, let's hope they're making some overtime. Anyway, upon their arrival, they venture inside and observe the following.
Chris told me this place hasn't been working since about 78, 79, somewhere around then, and that was 4 years ago, I think. So, chances are, it's going to smell horrendous.
He had to like re-recorded his own audio or something. Oh shit. We're gonna see the eyes peeking out from behind.
What was that thing?
Big ups to Brian. Company man to the bitter fucking end.
I can't feel anything. He thought I was her. Brian's paralyzed. He isn't dead. Yet. He thought I was her, though. Is he referring to Sophie? Considering that she seemed to be dressed up in a work uniform that resembled Brian's, it would make sense. But that then leaves us wondering why. Why would Bond seemingly awaken and react so violently, mistaking another employee for what we can assume to be Sophie Walten? Why was he programmed to do this?
Well, we don't know if it's Jack. A lot of people think it is.
That scene, we can overhear Brian talking about how the facility wasn't open for 3 or 4 years. For that entire length of time, the bunker was derelict and abandoned, banished to Mother Nature and forgotten. Interestingly, once he made it inside, we can recall that he made a passing reference to something called a relocate project that he claimed Bond would be good for. It seems that after this long hiatus, someone at Bunny Smiles made the call to open K9 back up, which I find a bit strange considering that the information catalog had claimed that it would be closed for good. For what reason they're reopening it though? I couldn't tell you at this point. But what I do know is considering the fact that Bond had chased Brian out of the facility, eventually catching up to him, mangling his entire body, and leaving him for dead. This so-called relocate project just might be the worst idea that Bunny Smiles
What's your
has ever
favorite
had.
scary movie? Who are you, Ghostface?
At least,
see, that's as
far as I know.
It's gonna take some thought, Baba Booey. Like, I've never been able to narrow it down to just one. Oh shit.
This is another compilation of tapes from Bunny Smiles Incorporated. I was able to contact people via forums and threads that have some information on the company. These tapes revolve around some relocation project that was being executed during the late 1970s. A BSI
Blair Witch Project's a good one, Gun.
tapes
That's
were really private, and only a few people had copies.
pick the right ones and you will
Once the
live.
company vanished in the early 80s. All tapes regarding the project were banned and destroyed.
Spice
These are
World.
super
Spice
rare.
World was a very
I'm
scary
really lucky to
movie.
have them.
That terrified me. Spice World definitely is in my top 3 horror movies.
The Relocate Project. Archive 1. July 2nd, 1978.
Man, now you got me thinking. What, Spice World for you, Nitro? Evil Dead 2 comes to mind. Day of the Dead, the original one. Oh man, what would number 3 be? Is Nobog in the chat? Because Troll 2 definitely, if Nobog's in the chat. The OG Night of the Living Dead, the black and white one, I mean, that is a classic. But I think Day of the Dead's my favorite. I think because of the age I was when I watched it, those gore effects, legit, scared the fuck out of me. So yeah, there you go. Evil Dead 2, Day of the Dead, and Spice World. No, but really, I'd say number 1 would either be Evil Dead 2 or Day of the Dead, like a toss-up between the two, after some thought. Yeah, I appreciate it, Gun. Yeah, if anybody watching wants to hop on and give me a follow, I appreciate it. I do streams like this every week. I don't know about Friday if I'll do another analog horror. I don't want to run it into the ground, but I mean, I love this shit. So I'll be doing a lot of stuff like this in the future on my streams. I'll probably get back into some horror games, and who knows? I had a lot of fun doing my Star Wars stream over the weekend, so I might get back into like some more like non-horror type stuff as well. Just got to figure out when to fit it on my schedule. Because right now, streaming is good for me because it keeps me from doing things that'll cause me to spend money that I need to save for the gathering. So, there's that. The horror goat. Well, that's a hell of a compliment, Gun. Thank you for that. But I think the horror goat is this man that we're watching right here, Nexpo. The analog horror goat, at least. So follow Nexpo on YouTube.
Informational segment about the closure of Bond's Burgers and the purpose of the Relocate project. The same narrator that voiced the company introductory tape is back and seems to be eager about the future of Bunny Smiles Incorporated. Oddly though, if we look closely during this segment, we can notice bits and pieces of visuals that don't quite fit in. Have a look.
BSI members and employees, and welcome to the tape that will change the future of the Bond's Burgers brand and the Bunny Smiles company for the better. That's right, after 4 long years of legal paperwork, we finally decided to use our backup plan, which we created after the tragic closure of Bond's Burgers back on July 20th, 1974. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you the Relocate project. But before we go into details, we want to greet all the new Bunny Smiles employees.
With the company greeting out of the way,
let's start analyzing the Relocate project by checking what has happened ever since the closure of Bonds 4 years ago. As many of you might have known from previous tapes, our beloved entertainers were safely secured in St. Juana's storage facility some months after the restaurant's closure. Later on, a good amount of business opportunities appeared, such as books, merch, animated movies. We even got a TV show. That's when Felix Kranken had the brilliant idea of restore and reprogram the robots of Bond's Burgers with the purpose of relocating them in a new restaurant that would be opened in a not-so-distant future. A pretty smart plan, right? Making enough money to eventually reopen the Bond's Burgers restaurant is no doubt a brilliant idea. So let's give it up for Felix Kranken, a man with not only a giant brain, but also a giant heart.
Oh, fuck.
So clearly Jack Walten sunk his little tendrils into this tape as well, interrupting what seems like a self-aggrandizing segment about Felix Kranken. Admittedly, this does appear to be symbolic, especially when we consider the fact that, earlier, Felix was labeled as the founder, singular, with Jack cropped out of the original photo that the pair had taken together. To me, this notion combined with the aforementioned 4 years of legal paperwork makes it seem like there might have been some bad blood between the two after this so-called incident that occurred back in 1974. Further supporting this is the fact that when the Bond's Burgers merchandise is being shown, we can see VHS about the disappearance of Jack.
All right, who we got?
The others. And if we
Streaminity.
the file section,
thanks for the follow.
A bit odd. You see it? It's cut off and hardly legible, but the words on the file box appear to read Jack's still here.
Jack's still here. Oh shit.
Seems a bit deliberate, doesn't it? Given that these were so-called internal company tapes, that means that someone within Bunny Smiles knew something they probably shouldn't have when they were putting this footage together. So what actually happened to Jack? Considering the fact that the Relocate project appears to have been in planning since sometime in 1975, merely a year after his longtime friend and business co-founder went missing, to me, Felix Kranken is beginning to seem more and more suspicious.
Oh boy. A joke. Here we go. Yeah, those are the A24 movies, right? X and Pearl. Jobs are like
Jumping
food.
forward a month,
Not everybody
we're greeted
gets
with what
it.
appears to be an internal company tape
That's
regarding animatronic reprogramming.
That's very true.
Banny appears on screen, and for this example, is used for these tests. The video initially shows their mouth opening and closing, with captions claiming that this is a so-called pre-relocate feature that requires checking since reprogramming could have affected this. Afterwards, they move on to a new Relocate Project exclusive, which involves blinking. Ominously, the captions claim that employees would always need to keep their eye sockets clean, which I find odd considering that they're mechanical. With what we know so far about Bond and what he did to Bond Stellas, I do wonder if
that's A24 Baba Booey.
in the same way.
Sorry, I just saw you said maybe. Yeah, the one where they.
A distorted face becomes overlaid on
Yeah, the porno one.
that they're either
Yeah, that's
representative of a human
A24.
counterpart, or that someone's locked within her somehow. Once this brief section passes, the video cuts to a top-down view of what appears to be the inside of Bond's Burgers, showing Banny helplessly trying to escape.
The mighty rabbit needs to get out. 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 The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving. The rabbit is starving.
Oh shit. Yeah, A24 makes some good horror.
The bunny rabbit needs to get out. The bunny rabbit is starving. Starving for what? At the end of that entire sequence, we were greeted with a shrouded missing persons poster. After brightening it, it doesn't appear to be Jack's, but that of a Susan Woodings. The missing date's hard to make out, but it appears to be on the 30th of June in 1974.
Yeah, Susan was the.
So, 2 missing posters and 2 animatronics that appear to be alive.
The Relocate Project. Witch was good. Yeah, the Witch is good. Anything satanic, demonic,
Updated and revised technical
usually
support
makes
team
for a good
made
horror
specifically
movie.
for the canine facility. Shaw the Lamb is our host in this one, and states that she'll be taking us through an orientation and area tour inside the bunker.
Welcome to Technical Support. Today we will focus on the area tour and orientation inside K9, the Bunny Smiles storage facility. We recommend all facility caretakers to have all needed equipment in hand and to always wear the Bunny Smiles uniform. But most importantly, all of you must always, under any circumstance, use your BSI ID card. Once you have all the necessary equipment at hand, we are ready to go.
Barring how uncanny Shaw's mouth movements are, this small section confirmed that the costume that Sophie was wearing back in the introductory tape was indeed a facility caretaker uniform. Let's keep that in mind.
Coven is the best season of American Horror Story, so you're definitely onto something, Baba
Make a
Booey.
quick check for all the necessary equipment for the job. A lantern, snacks, a key, and a camera before we make our way inside. Once we do, Shaw begins to annoy us because...
House of the Devil, that's another great one.
You should turn on the lights.
House of the Devil is a great horror movie, too.
Turn on the lights. Turn on the... It's important to keep track of which rooms you enter. This place can be really tricky and you could get lost very easily. This is the resting room. In this room, you can sit down, rest, talk with coworkers, you name it. Remember to always keep this room as clean and organized as possible. A clean environment helps to get tasks done faster. A dirty environment only makes your job harder to get done.
I should have just watched the Nexpo one because he cleaned up the audio and shit on these. Oh, I didn't realize that, Baba Booey. That's pretty dope.
In front of you, you will find 3 doors. These are storage areas. The first door is used to save any kind of cleaning items and supplies. The second door is used to save any kind of prizes and merch that was available in a Bon's Burgers restaurant. The third door is used to hide...
The third door is used to hide what, Shaw? The bodies?
Yes. Yes, he is a great horror director.
Yeah, anyway, so that silhouette, you saw that too?
Sacrament, yeah, that's a good one.
At this point, we have no context or clues about who that could be, but let's keep them in mind.
Welcome to the basement.
No, hold on a second. Run that back. Backwards.
Rosemary would go to the restaurant every night hoping that his beloved husband would reappear after being missing for weeks, but no response until one day she heard a voice saying, "I know where she is, Rosie," coming from the backstage.
Interesting. Given the context, it's a no-brainer to assume that Rosemary is Jack's wife. The ending to that quote, though, implies that something lured her backstage. But what?
Welcome to the basement. Right now, you are in the main storage area. As you can see, this is the room where we storage more important items such as stages, tables, arcade machines, and birthday props. Now, please follow me to the next door.
In the Bon's Burgers restaurant, remember to avoid touching or shining lights at our robots unless you are a facility technician. Now let's move on to the next room.
How odd. I remember we visited this room already.
Sophie, where am I?
Listen. By the time the lady entered the backstage, as the voice told her to, missing husband wasn't there. Instead, she found a rabbit.
Oh, God.
Rose broken. Will fix you. You will
Yeah, when is Maxine supposed to be coming out?
You will beautiful. You will beautiful.
When she woke up, she looked beautiful. But on the inside,
Every single part of her body was bleeding out.
Like Fizzy pointed out before, every part of your body is always bleeding. There's blood flowing through it all the time. Still sounds pretty sinister.
Alright, so what just happened there? Right after Shaw finished showing us the basement, we briefly see a photo of Bon and Shaw together, almost like they're a couple. Shaw appears to enter the backstage area, notifying us that only facility caretakers should be shining lights on the robots before leaving that room, only to make her way back to the basement. Afterward, she expresses confusion, claiming that we visited this room already, utters the words
2024,
"Sophie, where
okay.
am I?" and then walks southbound once more into what appears to be that silhouette figure from earlier. We then see a cartoon version of what we can assume to be Rosemary, with a strange voice giving more context into that reversed audio from earlier. Instead of finding her husband, they claim, she found a rabbit. Bon, the rabbit. After claiming over and over that "you will beautiful" and "you're broken, we'll fix you," Bon appears to dismember Rosemary before stuffing her corpse into Shaw's body. Shaw wakes up and expresses that she looked beautiful before we see yet another shrouded missing persons flyer. After brightening this one up, we can clearly see that it's for Rosemary Walten.
Rosemary Walten.
July 19th, 1974.
My birthday.
I'm beginning to see a pattern.
Well, not the
we have a poster
1974,
for
but-
Rosemary, who we know was killed and stuffed into Shaw. Earlier, we witnessed one for a Susan Woodings, who appeared to possess Banny, and at the very beginning of the first episode, we saw one for Jack Walten. Considering that he's been missing this entire time, the fact that Bon was one of the first alive animatronics that we witnessed in this series, and the implications that came with that photo of Shaw and Bon, I'm starting to get the impression that the Jack Walten corpse is in actuality, stuffed inside of Bon the Rabbit. This is, of course, just a theory, but it leads me to wonder, if it's true, who exactly did that?
Felix. Felix did it.
Let's move on.
Well, he killed his kids. I agree with both those statements, Baba Booey. Rosemary's Baby is a classic, but Roman Polanski can go fuck himself.
So this fourth tape involves the experience that 3 facility technicians had during a 3-day stay at K9. For the first part of this tape, we can overhear them gossiping in the background while they're getting their work done. According to them, they're on a 3-day timeline to get these animatronics reprogrammed for the Relocate project and are hastily working to complete it before then. During their conversation, they discuss the fact that they overheard cases that occurred back at Bon's Burgers. Allegedly, the place played music from midnight to 2 to 3 in the morning and closed down after people reported screams from an adult woman inside. They go forth to explain that the place had to close down so the police could check it out, and on the very last day that the restaurant was open, they had only let 2 families in. That day, the animatronics were missing, and all the curtains were closed.
Oh shit.
The next scene takes place 2 days later. Going by their conversation, they weren't able to get the robots pre-programmed due to what they described as
allegedly
highly damaged endoskeletons. And as a result, they declared their efforts a failure.
Be sure and tell them Large Marge sent ya.
Oh shit, we got Riddles coming in with the raid. What is up, homie? Coming in with 16 viewers. We're getting caught up on what the Walten files are. I just went through all of them myself, and now with the assistance of Nexpo, he's kind of breaking it down for us. Pretty much, this Chuck E. Cheese like restaurant opened up back in the 70s, and one of the co-owners went missing shortly before it opened, and this animatronic rabbit is on a killing spree, and people think it's that missing co-owner, and shit's getting weird. So just to get you caught up, what up, Zarzi? How's it going? It's going great, brother. Thank you for the raid, Riddles. You're my homie. I'm glad Large Marge sent you my way. Welcome to the Walten Files, y'all.
Ashley wasn't quite ready to pack it up. She begins inquiring on the small key that they were told to bring with their other supplies, and how it doesn't seem to have a purpose. Everyone else...
And they're on Fuck Honey and Not Afraid, who cares? Exactly.
Well,
it is a fun story for the whole family, T-Fits.
She grabs the camera and sets out to explore, finding her way to a door labeled Back Doors. After realizing that her key fits the lock, she heads back there to ease her curiosity.
Always gotta be careful which back door you go into. Never go into one if you're at a truck stop in Central Ohio.
Try and peek around the doors and see what's inside. There are a ton of empty rooms with flying stuff. I came across this door, which is open. Kinda weird. Anyway, this room seems to have some spare endo pieces, and from the looks of it, some...
Yeah, it came through, I think, Riddles.
Detail about what it's behind, since I'm in a rush, of course, and...
It says your raid came through.
Room number 26 or 27?
Yeah, it came through, Riddles. You're good. Thanks, brother.
I think, as you can see here, there are some, spare heads. Nothing I'm interested in, to be honest.
Ronald Meth Donald.
This is the last door. I've never seen this clown thing before.
Oh yeah, Twitch being Twitch, homie.
I'm getting close to that thing. I'll probably wait till you guys see this video and come down here with me so we can take a close. I found this. I'm pretty sure that clown thing had a cassette player installed. So I guess I'll have to be brave and try and see what this whole thing is. I don't really know why this dude has a cassette player thing installed. But my guess is that it's used for birthday parties, like, play a customized tape or something? I don't know.
But we're about to find out.
Had to give a whoop whoop to Riddles and for this clown here.
Jack, Susan, Charles, Rosemary, Sophie.
See, next pose a G, because he cleaned up the audio on this for sure. It sounded like shit when I watched the original video. Whoop whoop. Sophie's a cunt. You think so? I think Sophie might be like end up being the hero of the whole thing.
Hello, I'm Billy, the funny movie clown.
Looks like the Passion of the Christ.
Alright, let's unpack this. Ashley ventures off into the back doors area of the facility. Something that, given the context, doesn't get explained to new facility caretakers that take on the role. This entire scene is the epitome of curiosity kills the cat, since when she went snooping, she encountered Billy the Clown, who went forth to become her new eternal jail cell. What I find strange is that the tape she found had the word discard written on it, with Jack's disappearance date above it. Why would this tape need to be discarded? Could it potentially be activating the animatronics, making them kill people? Speaking of killing, the names that were read off from the tape are definitely cause for concern.
Yeah, they're all dead.
Jack,
Or
Susan,
missing.
Charles, Rosemary, and Sophie.
Except Sophie.
Now, we know that Jack, Susan, and Rosemary had all gone missing, and we have a suspicion that their corpses have all been stuffed into these animatronics to make them beautiful. Considering that Jack, Rosemary, and Sophie are all part of the Walten family, this leads me to wonder who Charles and Susan are. What's their relation to Bunny Smiles, and why are they included in this ominous list of names?
I bet we'll find out.
Moving forward, right before the video ends, we get two quick bits of text. Pausing on the latter text gives us a code, which we'll come back to in a second, and pausing on the former reads the following. They left the next day. They thought Ashley left early.
I already covered this. I already covered this.
Back doors, screaming as much as she could.
Hey, Gun, thank you. I sorry this went on for so long, man. You know, I when I do deep dives, I do deep dives. But thanks for joining in, brother. Thanks for streaming my stream on your stream. Enjoy making the rest of your music, man. And thanks for showing love to my music. I hate the music I have on my SoundCloud, but I'm hoping one day I can make something that I'm happy about. But I do appreciate
this really drives home just
that you enjoy that shit, because I'm glad somebody does. But you have a good night, Gun. Much love to you, brother.
Her so badly that she couldn't fight back, and nobody heard her. Nobody noticed she was gone. At least, until the smell of her rotting corpse within Billy.
Oh shit! Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. All right, peace out, homie.
It appears that we now have 4 victims: Jack, Susan, Rosemary, and now Ashley. 4 victims.
But why does Ashley look like Jesus?
And a whole bunch of talk about becoming beautiful. Now back to that code. You know what it is. A YouTube link.
Yeah, I already covered this, but see, I'm getting this almost as thorough as Nexpo. I like that. I feel like I'm improving with each stream on my analog horror. But don't worry, I'm not going to go back to Gemini Home Entertainment until we get a lot more content from that. Even though that's probably my favorite analog horror series.
The story of Bob's Burgers goes back to 1958, where 2 college students had the same idea of animated performers. Their names were Jack Walten and Felix Kranken. It took them 16 years to actually execute this concept, And by that time, Crankin and Walten had built their own families.
Crank 'em.
Felix married a beautiful lady, and Walten was not only a great husband, but also the happy father of 3 beautiful children. Lucky You is a bit easier to follow than the others. It's one tape with one archive. The video opens by showing us various dates and highlights from Bonsberger's short tenure. The opening day is shown to be on the 28th of June, with the first birthday party hosted just 2 days later. Interestingly, this is the same day of the month that Susan Woodings went missing. Anyway, the video then shows us the dates of the final Bonsberger shows, followed by the actual duration that the restaurant was open. It was only 22 days, not even 1 month before it was shut down. Also, it seemed to open 17 days after Jack Walten went missing. A bit strange to open after your co-founder goes missing, isn't it? Moving forward, we can then see that the restaurant was boarded up and abandoned by Halloween, and by January, the canine facility was in full force.
17? Hold up.
You, but the construction of a top-secret bunker in the middle of the woods seems like it would take longer than 6 months at maximum. Seems a bit like this move was pre-planned.
I need to get hold up sound alert just to annoy people with.
Already for other purposes. About midway into the video, we can observe it cut to the day that Jack went missing. A voice greets us and states the following:
Want to make
You
out?
must be so confused about what you saw. Don't be scared, my little bunny. Answers will be given eventually, but don't try to solve this puzzle only with the pieces you have so far. This is only the beginning. For I'm going to tell you a story of broken people, beautiful people. He is so sorry.
The beautiful
about what he
people,
did to
the
them,
beautiful
but
people.
there's nothing he can do. Remember that. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety and pills, Sophie. Safety and pills.
Safety and pills, Sophie. Strangely, this voice keeps
Safety
repeating
and
that
pills,
exact phrase
Sophie.
while the video cuts to prior death scenes. On top of this, if we fast forward to the very end, we can observe a message to Sophie herself. They will see you soon. Given all these direct messages to her, it's beginning to seem like this tape might have been made for her. Considering that she was Jack's daughter,
Yes.
who have worked for BSI at some point in her life, maybe she witnessed something she shouldn't have, like Bond gruesomely murdering someone. Because of this, we can assume that
Found
she made
you,
the tape
Nitro.
prescription somehow to make her feel safe. Whether that safety is to help her cope or to forget it entirely is to be seen. But perhaps we'll get some more context later on. I just wonder why they're so prevalent.
I'm gonna play this one just out of love for Gemini. For only 2,300 channel points. This long drawn out bunny farm. This one was a trial to get through. Much love and respect to everyone who stuck around for the bunny farm chapter, because holy shit.
Hey, long time no see. The following footage is about a 1980s video game created by the company. The reason it took me so long to get this footage was because the game never really released to the public, and all footage available was from the beta version.
Delivered your McDonald's to the wrong address? Oh, fuck that. That's a fucking tragedy, Baba Boo. I hate that shit. What a moron.
Machine sent to the Enfront Hotel.
Hey, DoorDasher, go fuck yourself. Reach out to their customer service, bro. They should make it right for you.
Was recorded and then revised by BSI technicians to see if the game was ready to be published. This was one of them, and quite possibly the only.
Oh, you did. You got the $23 credit. There you go.
Footage itself was
But still, now you gotta go hungry. That sucks,
It
man.
took me weeks to be able to piece everything together with the help of a friend of mine. But I'm glad you've all been patient for this. It seems to be a huge one anyways.
Yeah, fucking assholes.
Bunny Farm.
Oh, good God, this... Here we go again, right? I hope he condenses it down.
Being one of the more streamlined episodes in the series, you'd be surprised to know that it's also the longest. By far. The video opens up with the company introductory tape intro sequence, followed by numerous cuts to various points within the Walten Files series. Strangely,
oh, that's a good way to look at it, Baba Booey.
Late onto this footage, and if we look closely, we can also spot a brief news sequence from a Local 57 about an incident that occurred.
Local 57, huh?
Forest, the same forest in which Brian Stells was left for dead by Bon. After this, we're notified that the photo of this girl is Sophie, before we see that of another named Jenny Letterson and the date this footage was taken. Interestingly, this was merely 5 days after the Brian Stells incident, making it the most recent footage in the series thus far. The game launches. Ginny explains to Sophie that the machine that they're playing on was recently installed in the basement of the building they're living in, the Inferned Hotel, and that it was just one of a few units that Bunny Smiles created for testing. Curiously, if we head back to the title screen, we can see that development on this game started in 1975, a year after Bob's Burgers had shut its doors. The exact reason why they closed is still mostly unclear, but I find it interesting that they proceeded with development nonetheless. Anyway, the two joke around a bit before Sophie makes a file and begins the game. Before she can actually play though, we can see a brief intro sequence that sets the premise for the Bunny Farm storyline. Apparently, a fruit festival is occurring, however none of the characters have any fruits around. Luckily though, a Pete the Hippo has a barn full of any fruits you need, and will grant you access to it if you help out around the farm. Seems simple enough, eh? Let's
Face is like Cookie Puss. Yeah, kinda.
Pete the Hippo. You know, something I like about the game is the artwork. I don't know why, but there's something about it that seems, really familiar to me.
Huh. Right, I should show you the controls so you don't have a hard time playing later on.
Alright.
Okay, so you use this thing to move around.
Okay.
And you use these buttons to interact with stuff.
Yeah.
You're going shirtless to the gathering. More power to
I
you.
played this game for a while, a few days ago, and
There ain't no way in hell I'm
So
going
there,
shirtless.
Ginny explains to Sophie that the game's super unfinished, hammering home its potential for glitches.
I'm like Violent J when it comes to being shirtless. You ain't gonna see it.
Strangely though, Sophie seems to be unaware of anything she's doing or who the characters even are in this game, which I find incredibly suspect considering that she worked for BSI in some capacity and is one of the founder's daughters. You would think that if her father were to go missing after having
Take off your pants and
substantial
jacket, bro.
involvement with Bond's Burgers, that she'd at least acknowledge their existence. It's like she doesn't even know them, like she's forgotten everything and shut it out completely. I just wonder if something might have helped with that. Interestingly, a few moments later, Sophie puts these suspicions to bed, making passing references to the pills that we've seen throughout the previous tapes.
Yes, she does.
Thing is, the pills have been making me forget a lot of stuff from my teenage years.
If it's hot, I don't give a fuck. Hey, I respect that.
Like, I started taking them for a reason.
It'll get hot.
I really don't want to think about it.
So her memory's confirmed to be suppressed, but that opens an entirely new door of questions. Like, remember that phrase Shaw spit out in the Relocate Project tape? Remember how out of place it was?
Sophie, where am I? Wishing.
Something lured her backstage, But what if it wasn't Bon, but Sophie?
Yeah, you sleep in your van, you're fucked, unless you plan on keeping the AC running all night.
That one brief segment where little Bon lit the lighter and glitched into Sophie in a work uniform. What?
Yes, I will. Here is the best advice as someone who's only been to one gathering, but memorize where the Mad Movies tent is, because that bitch is air conditioned. So I plan on hitting that up a lot when I get like overly hot, because I do not want to pass out from heat exhaustion again. So when you go to the gathering, first thing you want to look for is where they're setting up that Mad Movies tent. And I don't give a fuck what movie's on. If I need to cool down, I'm going in that Mad Movies tent. That's like the best advice I can give you. That, and get one of those cooling towels that you can dip in like cold water, snap it, and wear it around your neck. But be prepared to spend like an arm and a leg for ice. Because they will charge you a lot, but it is a necessity. Alright.
If this is what greeted Rosemary when she went backstage, meaning that Sophie had a direct hand in her death. If this is
interesting.
True, then that leaves us wondering if she did this willingly or was coerced into doing so.
That might be why she's on those pills.
We'll gather some more answers later on. The two then discuss a bit more about the company.
Very interesting thoughts, Nexpo.
Ginny explains that a person named Brian had recently gone missing, and how the case is similar to that of this other girl named Ashley, who met the same fate.
Baba Booey, last year we had the PAL tent. I think we're still going to have a PAL tent in the same spot we had last year, which is like almost right next to the info tent, like a caddy corner from it, and by the Ferris wheel. Hopefully they have the Ferris wheel again this year.
Didn't you hear?
What? What happened?
But Misfit 17 will have more details on that.
Apparently, there was this one employee that drove to some forest a few days ago. Not too far away from here, actually. He hasn't been seen around ever since he drove to that place.
Really?
Yeah. The word got out quickly. Some family members say it was his first day.
Well, what's his name?
Brian, I think?
Well, I hope he's doing alright.
Clearly, word's gotten around about these mysterious disappearances. And
yeah, that's all you can do, Nitro, is just try when it comes to the gathering. Nothing's guaranteed.
I don't know. If I were to be playing a game that were tied to so many peculiar incidents, I'd be a bit apprehensive. But that's just me. After this, Ginny then claims that she needs to head out to finish a paper, leaving Sophie alone in the basement to play the game herself.
And that's where shit gets weird.
First we need to get the party hats. They should be in the... Alright, good track. Now we need...
Love this.
Alright, how do I...
I'm glad you just skipping to like the important parts at least on this. Decided that I need to start putting half my tips every day. Yeah. Like, if you can, save up at least a stack for the gathering. It's not a necessity, but you'll definitely be a lot more comfortable and happy.
And so Sophie
plus, depending on if you're planning on getting merch and stuff too.
Apprehension at the glitches that appear on screen. It weirds her out, but it doesn't stop her.
I was nervous too, Baba Booey, but it's
eventually makes her way to the end of Billy the Clown's
like one of the best experiences of my entire life. That's no lie.
Jack's face appears before the game begins to glitch out, showing Ashley's mutilated face.
Like if I could live those 4 days, 5 days of the gathering last year, every day for the rest of my life, I would in a heartbeat.
Sophie hangs it up for the night. She's seen enough.
It's natural to be nervous, but I'm telling you both, Nitro and Baba Booey, it's a life-changing thing, man. some surprise news
Sophie decides to play
at the gathering. Oh shit!
That her save file has been corrupted by a
You're pregnant, right?
Party. This screen proceeds to warn us that if we continue, then the machine could suffer major changes and even a complete shutdown. A bit tense, she agrees and begins to
an ass baby. There you go. The next Mr. Ass Billy Gunn about to be born.
And the game reflects that. Sophie goes forth to interact with the signpost that previously mentioned Pete the Hippo running the farm. However, this time, for a fraction of a second, we're able to read that it's been altered.
I read that.
To take care of the two kids during that day. He told the parents everything was okay. It's sad that we can't really remember you, Sophie. But soon.
So far, I've touched most of the things that
the two lovely red children.
That next post kind of touched on. I'm kind of proud of myself for that. Babies are made at the gathering. Sometimes.
August 22nd, 1965 to May 2nd, 1974.
Mistakes are made at the gathering, but I like I said, I wouldn't change a thing about it.
But let's keep this weird message in mind.
Not saying I made a baby, but
a few moments later, she begins Banny's game called
yeah, well, we won't go into that.
One involves rallying up the pigs that Banny mistakenly let out.
When I think if I open the cage, I think it'll be really funny. I think it'll be really, really funny. Yeah, I think I'm gonna open the cage now. Yeah.
Dumb bitch. So once again, shout out to Thuggalo Show for making this gathering a little bit easier on me. I won a free ticket from them in a trivia challenge, so that's gonna help a lot.
And so we carry on.
But $100 drum sample pack. They've been fucking with it since before I started. Got some real neat shit. Are you gonna do another music stream then, Mr. Twister?
So Sophie continues, making passing references to the glitches she's been encountering thus far. She mentions how it seems
$100. It better be fucking neat.
Or trying to talk to her somehow before the game cuts out. Playing the
just casually drop this in my chat
from Susan Woodings.
I don't know if anybody noticed, I kind of altered the text of the alert of the command a little bit.
Jeremy's birthday party finished an hour ago. I decided to stay and help the employees clean the place. This week has been strange, especially because of the opening. I find it weird that they open the place even though...
I say usually I'm either streaming on my own or asleep when you do your music streams. But I try to catch them when I can because they're pretty fun.
Felix seems very concerned in white too.
Isn't that weasel shirt the shit, Nitro? Thanks for the opportunity for another shameless plug.
This was the first birthday party in the restaurant, and I feel it turned out pretty well. I noticed a few irregularities in the stage and in the audio animatronics. As the engineer and the person who basically built the animatronics to begin with, it was easier to notice these, especially in Bond. Something fell off. The limbs weren't moving properly. They looked stiff and odd, mainly in his right arm. Take a few more minutes to take him to the backstage, just to make sure everything's okay. I'm the only one left. Chris left some hours ago, and Felix didn't even show up. I'll leave and close the restaurant when I'm finished. I'm sure it's not going to take long.
But hell yeah, on the... Keep it up with the music, Mr. Twister. You know we all love that shit. I'm going to get you signed to Chapter 17 before you know it. Oh, the blood? You talking about the blood like come dripping down on the frames of like the screen capture and the webcam capture? That's part of the overlays of my stream. Are you talking about the deep root disease coming out of me? Because Fizzy did draw that. Mr. Twister has dope music. I hate to admit it. Oh, God. I just caught that. Yeah, that's not blood, Nitro. That's a deep root disease from Gemini Home Entertainment that she bestowed upon me. Oh shit, I must have made that a sound alert you had to pay for. Oh, well, I'll use this one just as a shout out to Gemini Home Entertainment. Yeah, see, even though I'm a 6'2", 300 pounds, like secretly deep down, I love like some giantess that just like just towers over me, and I'm just at the right height for like being stepped on. I guess that's letting my inner sub out in a way, making Ducky way larger than me. Death by snoo, if you will. And yeah, Baba Booey, they're slowly announcing the lineup. Like usually they announce like one person a week, two people a week. Don't get your expectations high for the lineup is all I'm going to say. But I'm already happy just because Nadas is going to be on the bill. So I'm happy with that enough. All right, let's get back to finishing this. Adam mommy, that's what I'm talking about. But as you can see, I'm still a gentleman. I'm trying to look away from looking up her skirt. I'm kind of looking over towards the screen. So I am a gentleman. There you go, Baba Booey. I'd be down for that. Xena, she was one of my first crushes, actually. Xena and the wrestler China, actually.
Given what we just watched, we're able to establish the connection between Susan Woodings and the BS.
Oh, shit, I didn't even know you were still in here, Riddles. Hell yeah, go ahead and charge your phone. Thanks for the lurk, homie. Thanks for the raid again.
It seems that, as a result, soon after this was recorded, she set out to repair him, however was mangled and paralyzed in the process. I am still alive, but I can't move, and I'm having trouble breathing, and my stomach feels weird.
So did she starve to death inside of the...
Woodings was placed inside a Banny, but that leaves us wondering if it were due to Bond always having irregularities, or if someone tampered with them. Considering that this was filmed on the 30th of June...
Riddles is the shadows.
After Jack Walten went missing...
I thought you'd be out by the dumpster at Kroger.
Possibilities. Sophie continues. She makes her way around the farm, expressing confusion and concern about what she just witnessed. Soon after, though, she makes her way to the mailbox, encountering a strange sequence of messages from a Linda Crankin, whose name was oddly scratched out.
You trying to get sexy with my man?
Unfortunately, most of the narrative on these pages...
I can't replicate the laugh.
We can piece together bits of the story through the ones that aren't.
Yo, suck and fuck on Craigslist!
Felix has been acting weird lately. He's been drinking more than usual. I'm very worried about him. I don't know what to do. August 23rd, 1965.
Oh, no one was back there.
I know I haven't talked here as much as I used to.
That shop was full of deviants.
So crazy. I moved in with Felix last week. He was very happy about it.
A lot of sex pests working at that
Jack
shop.
and Rose had their third child, a little girl. Her name is Molly Walten. Jack and Felix have been pitching up the restaurant idea with a company that's interested in the project. The name Cyberfun Tech. December 26th, 1970. Christmas was nice. They built a doll, a gray rabbit, for Ed and Molly. Molly named it Rocket. Felix drank a lot yesterday. This has been a problem for a while. He's a good person, but he doesn't want to address this. It's getting worse and worse, but he doesn't notice. He feels bad about it, but doesn't try to
People
change.
say I got a drinking problem.
January 3rd, 1973. It's getting worse. He's so submerged with their project that he doesn't realize how much damage he's doing to himself, how much damage he's doing to me. He keeps going places only to drink. Sometimes he even stays at the warehouse for the sole purpose of drinking. He doesn't listen. He never listens. I don't know what to do.
Oh shit, new programming is kind of overwhelming. Yeah, hop on those YouTube tutorials, Mr. Twister. Get
Dear
it.
Felix,
Get it down, homie.
by the time you're reading this, I shouldn't be home. I know you're confused. I'm confused too. What you said to me last week hurt me a lot, but
See, Nextpo adds like this synthy, like creepy background music and gets people to like do voice work.
our relationship
That's why he's the
isn't
shit.
healthy. It never was. I'm leaving Brighton this morning. You're in the warehouse with Jack and the others as I'm writing this. By the time you're reading this, I'll already be in Hurricane. I know you.
So speaking of that, Mr. Twister, this is probably like, I don't know how many years ago. My friend was looking up tutorials on, oh god, some doll. I can't remember which one it was. God, yeah, I can't off the top of my head. I think it might have been Logic. But the guy had a German accent making the tutorial video, and he played a sample of himself rapping, and he's like, I got all this money, and now I want to see some ass and some titties. It's like the funniest shit I've ever seen. I told him he needed to sample that and like just turn that into a song on its own. I think it was Logic, yeah, because I don't think he ever really got into Ableton. But yeah, like I got all this money, and now I want to see some ass and some titties. I was just like, what the fuck is this? But so I totally like can co-sign on the German accent thing, just from that experience I had with my friend watching tutorial videos with him one time when I was over at his house. It's weird. I noticed a lot of yeah, ass and titties. Yeah, you can't go wrong with ass and titties, no matter what the accent is. That is true. Ass and titties are great in any language.
You were busy today, doing Jack a favor. Something related to a school party. I can't remember, but please go there when you have the time.
Yeah, Felix killed Jack's kids.
I'll try to build my own life while I still can. And you should do that too.
I'm digging this lower light, by the way.
Bye.
Not that overly exposed, bright-ass light in my face. I like this setup.
Here, we
Really
gain our first
sets
bit
the
of
mood
insight
for
into the
these
backstory
streams,
of Felix Kranken, someone we've had our suspicions about from the very beginning. As it turns out, he struggled with alcoholism, ultimately leading to the separation between him and his now ex-wife, Linda Thompson. On top of drinking, allegedly Felix was overworking himself, causing damage to not only himself, but to those around him. It seemed that, as an act of goodwill, he built a rabbit doll named Rocket for Jack's youngest two kids, Ed and Molly. Keep these names in mind, as they'll be important shortly. Moving onward, Sophie eventually makes her way to Buzu the Ringleader's minigame, called Lily's Birthday. The premise of this one involves winning matching minigames against Buzu to test the entertainment for the upcoming party. Sophie obliges. However, things don't quite go as planned.
Are we really going back this far? Oh yeah, for that creepy image.
Congratulations! You're very good at this. Right. It's time for
The next minigame after this is called Spot the Difference, and is pretty self-explanatory. After a few rounds though,
I wish I would just skip the next host segment on this hour-long tape.
To experience it on your own.
Congratulations! You completed my game. Now, time for the prizes.
I had to work today, unfortunately. But I work second shift, so I don't have to go until like 2:30, so I got plenty of time for sleep and all that shit.
0714 missing, 0714 missing, 0714 missing, 0714 missing, 07.
The shit he does with faces in this, like, I don't give a fuck, man. This shit is gonna haunt me tonight. Like, these images stick with me for a long time. Especially that right there. That's fucking mortifying.
Missing 0714. It seems to me that the face in that game isn't actually Jack Walten like I initially assumed, since for him, he went missing on the 11th of June, not the 14th of July. With this in mind, if we think back to the end of the Relocate Project video...
Yeah, rub it in, Berninja. You and your West Coast time.
Jack, Susan, Charles, Rosemary, Sophie.
So we know that this isn't Jack or Sophie.
Charles.
And we also know that Susan and Rosemary's corpses are stuffed inside other animatronics. The only name remaining is Charles, leaving me to wonder how they're related to PSI or anyone in this entire saga at all. Anyway, back to the farm. Sophie continues. Ominously quiet and littered with missing posters, she explores a bit while expressing concern that she just might know the people within the posters the game's been showing her. A short while later, she approaches Pete's barn before the game glitches, displaying one last minigame for her to complete. That
Oh god, this one.
The same animatronic we know to represent her mother.
Hopefully, Nexpo has the sound levels a little more even for this shit.
Initially has Sophie's character finding Shaw.
I need to find the sheep.
After she eventually finds her, we can observe the game switch sides to where Sophie's the one hiding. And from here on, this is where things quickly turn dour.
Oh shit. You talking about the coronation of the king in England, the vampire, looking like fucking Snoke from Star Wars. I ain't gonna lie though, like I said, she's thick in all the right places, but still.
Am I still beautiful to you? Sophie.
I know you. Found you.
I wonder,
As we
did
can see,
Sophie lead to
Shaw
Rosemary to her
approached us.
death?
The screen cut to what I'm assuming to be the night that Rosemary went missing, with the text reading, "I know where he is, Rosie. Follow me." Now, initially I'd assumed that this were someone else, like the voice of Vaughn, since they're referring to her as Rosie. However, thinking back on that scene from the Relocate Project tape,
Sophie, where am I?
perhaps this text could represent the voice of Sophie. After this, we're greeted by another countdown, and when it finishes,
God,
we observe the following.
loud ass motherfucking shit. Okay, good. He did even the sound levels out on this.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Way more bearable sound levels. Oh my gosh. But it takes away from the scariness factor too.
It seems to me that that entire section represented the night that Rosemary Walten went missing through the eyes of Sophie. with the bloody Shaw animatronic right up in our face, screaming and pleading for mercy. It really seems like we're experiencing things in first person. This scene is undisputedly traumatic, and witnessing something like this would undoubtedly leave someone scarred for life. With that being said, considering that Sophie's name was uttered by Shaw earlier, that Sophie's actively taking pills that we know suppress her memory, and that in that Lucky You tape, the voice claims, "Safety in pills," over and over, it's safe to assume at this point that Sophie must have been there. And so the question remains, did she willingly lure her mother back there, or was she forced to? Jumping forward, we witness a gray bear character emerging from their so-called fountain of memories. Sophie goes forth.
I still don't know who that gray bear is.
To which they respond by drawing the following picture. After this, the game glitches once more, and the bear vanishes. A few seconds later, though,
the demon children.
A picture of a house labeled May 2nd, 1974, and on the doorstep, 2 children.
Ugh.
Sophie claims to remember it.
That's my old house.
Cleopa, I'm so glad you're here to help me clean the code maze. All that's left to do is just...
What's that in the background, though? Is that bear?
That phone call is from Jack Walten to Felix Kranken. Jack asks for a simple favor.
Hey, good night, Zarzi. Thanks for sticking around.
Since he
Much love to you, pal.
Up in other errands.
Tonight. A school party and they have no one to pick him up. I need to stay at the workshop to finish the paperwork, and Rosie's taking Sophie to the dentist. We were wondering if you could pick him up for the event and take them home later. Tonight? Yeah, if it's possible, of course.
Admittedly, the task is simple. Pick them up at 5 to take them there, and bring them back home at 9. Reluctant, Felix agrees before the call ends. And so, the game leaves us back in the farm area once more. After poking around a bit, Sophie eventually encounters the 2 red children, and upon interacting with them, we gain a bit more context about the night of that favor.
This shit is like fucking tragic right here.
That's Ed and Molly. That's Ed and Molly.
After this brief segment, we begin playing in the school at what appears to be 9:37 p.m. Rocket approaches us and says to follow. After exploring a bit, we eventually glitch through a wall and become those 2 kids who, surprisingly, have not been picked up yet. Soon after, we encounter Rocket and are shown a scene involving the 2 kids expressing that they're ready to leave since the school looks creepy at night. Where's Uncle Felix? They claim.
He's at the bar.
And so we set out to find him. Shortly after, the scene cuts to 9:53 p.m. and involves Felix and the 2 kids in the car. They inquire on getting home safely before pressing Felix about drinking before this trip. The speed of the car picks up, with Felix becoming more and more erratic. The children forgive him for his behavior. However, ominously, the text on screen states that it's all your fault. before the following takes place.
Thanks, Molly.
This shit's horrifying too. Those screams from Felix, man.
Now, I believe this, right here, marks the beginning of the end of the relationship between Jack and Felix.
Yeah, no shit.
Jack's children were killed, and it was due to Felix's own irresponsibility in getting them home safely. Even more bizarrely, soon after this bad ending sequence plays out, we can observe a scene with Rocket the Rabbit in the woods, with the voice ominously claiming that they didn't go home that night. He buried them here. He was too scared, but they found a way out eventually.
And Jack is pissed.
You have 25 new messages. Felix, pick up the phone. Now, I need you to pick up the phone.
Do it now!
Since I told you to get Ed and Molly home. What happened to my children? If anything happened, Felix, you must tell me. You haven't told me in 3 hours. I need to know what's going on. I'm trying to call you all night. What the hell is wrong with you? I've been trying to contact you all night. I've been calling everyone for you. Just what the hell is wrong with you? 3 hours, you didn't call. I asked you to do one simple favor for me. I need to know, where are they? Where did you...
And to cap off this last entry in the Walten Files saga, we're left with a message.
That's not all, is it? Is there something you forgot to remember? They've been waiting for you.
Before we're greeted with 4 animatronics. Benny, Buzu, Shaw, Bon.
Oh shit.
Considering that this series is very much in progress, this message could be hinting at the future. Is this little girl popping up around Bond's Sophie, or is it someone else that we haven't seen yet? For all we know, this could even be some sort of warning, given that, so far, this game's done nothing but help Sophie remember the past that she's been forced to forget.
Yeah.
She's the last alive member of the Walten family, and I'm not entirely sure if remembering and re-experiencing the deaths of her entire family are a good or a bad thing.
I didn't think of that. She might
Looks
snap.
like we'll have to see.
A hidden tape. Guilty. Yeah, I went over this one too.
In memory of Edward and Molly Walten. Ed and Molly died Thursday, May 2nd, 1974, in a fatal car accident. They were leaving a party made by their school to celebrate spring. Jack Walten couldn't
Not
take his
going to
kids the
sleep.
celebration
Holy
because of
shit.
work. A friend of Mr. Walten would take the kids instead. On the way back home, Jack's friend was driving in questionable conditions, thus crashing his car near the road next to the St. Juanas forest. Instantly, both Edward and Molly's lives were taken. You will be remembered, our little angels, our little red children.
I'll definitely be going to sleep once this is over. But I gotta work later on today, so.
Now, you might be wondering where this hidden tape came from, and conveniently, the answer's simple. It was left in the Walten Files playlist on the Martin Walls channel.
Yeah.
It's canon. The premise of this one appears to be an audio archive of former events surrounding Felix Kranken, with the first segment taking place on April 15th of 1967. In this one, we can hear Felix briefly and enthusiastically discussing Bunny Smiles and how he has a positive outlook for the company. Following this, we get one more from 1972, explaining how his company made a deal with Cyberfun Tech to continue on with the Bonsburgers project. And after this one, we can observe one last audio log from May 2nd of 1974, the same day that Ed and Molly died in that fatal car accident. Within this one, Felix expresses his guilt, contemplating on what to do.
Alright, it's... yeah.
Drunken bastard.
It's been so long since I last used one of these. Last time I used this, I was driving. In the same conditions. I messed up. I have a problem.
Ain't no law with the claw.
And this has been a problem for so long that I can't even remember. The first time I got drunk, I don't remember most stuff.
And that, my friends, encompasses the entirety of the Walten Files. Dark. Complex. Disturbing.
You got that
So,
right.
in review, this entire series appears to revolve around Jack's eldest daughter, Sophie Walten. She's the core, the one that can maintain this ongoing status quo that Felix Kranken's established, or to burn it all down if she so chooses. She was born into a family of three, with her mother being Rosemary and her father being the elusive Jack. A few years later, two more siblings named Ed and Molly would be born into their family. However, due to events that Felix Kranken
Yeah,
had
it's,
a hand in, they would never, ever experience the
Like I said,
coming of age.
Bobby, like it's the art style,
Felix
something
was a
about
family
it
friend,
just
someone that the
really
Walten
like
family considers
sets me like just rubs me the wrong way.
He's also the main antagonist.
And that's why like I think it
of
sticks with me long after I like finished watching it.
On May 2nd of 1972, after being asked to do a simple favor by Jack Walten, Felix had become heavily intoxicated at that school party. As we know by now, due to this intoxication, the three became involved in a car accident that ended up killing Ed and Molly. Beaten up and unable to bear the weight of his actions, Felix decides to bury them in a forest, the St. Juana's Forest, in hopes of hiding his mistakes entirely. As we know though, the children wouldn't rest there eternally.
Yeah,
since
that's
a few moments later,
they made that drag on way too long. I agree with you, Baba Billy. The Atari game.
to get their fate across to the viewer.
So I'm glad Nexpo like condensed it down just for the important parts.
On the 11th of June, Jack Walten goes missing. We can observe his missing flyer littered throughout every episode. However, at this point, we're unsure of what exactly happened to him. We have our sneaking suspicion that he could be stuffed into Bon the Rabbit, but as of right now, that's merely a theory. Another month passes, and Rosemary Walten's grieving over her missing husband and two children at Bon's Burgers. She was likely desperate, weak, and open to anything, any lead she could get on where her family might be. She hears a voice coming from backstage, mentioning that, "I know where he is, Rosie." A voice that we now know was most likely that of her eldest daughter, Sophie. She heads back there. hoping to gather any sort of answer to ease her mind, yet is greeted with the face of death. She becomes dismembered as some unknown figure observes from the sidelines. It appeared, at least to this silhouette, that Bond's actions were going as planned, as programmed, and everything was falling perfectly into place. But that's not to say that these actions didn't go unnoticed, since Bond's builder, Susan Woodings, had realized irregularities in Bond just 19 days prior. It's clear to us that he wasn't programmed to behave this way and likely was altered in some form or fashion. Whether that was by Felix or someone else is to be determined, but there was ostensibly a notable change before Bond's Burgers ever opened. And so, Susan Woodings is killed because of her realization. She knew too much and was silenced before she could ever get the truth out there. Just 2 weeks after her death, we observe yet another, 5 days before that of Rosemary Walten. We're unsure of the exact identity of this person. However, considering the list of names that Ashley discovered, it's safe to assume that his name is Charles. For now, his
fell asleep at your desk. Holy shit.
However,
yeah, go to bed, man. Yeah, you have a good one as well, Mr. Twister. Thanks for popping in, sticking around. Much love to you, man.
Find out more information about him as this series progresses.
Have a good night.
Now, that's what we can roll with. July 20th. Bond's Burgers closes after people reported screams that they heard around 2 a.m. Given the fact that Rosemary Walten was killed on July 19th, it's safe to assume that these screams were most likely her. It seems to me that due to the attention that the restaurant was getting, Felix decided to pull the plug on Bond's Burgers, storing every animatronic inside a top-secret facility in the St. Juanas forest. He likely placed it there because that's where Jack's 2 children died and were buried. Either he built it over the spot where he buried them, or placed it nearby so we could check up on it whenever he was working. These are, of course, just theories. However, I think it makes a bit of sense. Anyway, it seems that Felix, from the very beginning, had always planned to reopen Bond's Burgers, moving forward with the past quite literally buried behind him. Most likely, the only reason why he shut everything down and locked it up was to lay low for a bit. To let it all pass. And when people moved on, to bring it right back. 4 years later, and the relocate project is finally in full swing. Facility caretakers are tasked with the most dangerous job out of all of them, reprogramming the robots themselves. Considering the lack of knowledge that came with Brian and Ashley.
Oh yeah, how could I forget? How could I forget that, Baba Booey?
They likely received little to no orientation, no tours, and no heads up on what their supplies were actually intended for.
These are late night thoughts, Baba Booey.
The extent of their training.
You know this thing's winding down. You gotta get some spank bank material.
Watch the company introductory tape to learn about Bond's Burgers. Watch the numerous archives within the Relocate project to become acquainted with our new mission. And listen to Shaw as she gives you a virtual tour of K9. Because, you know, there's no way in hell that any higher-ups are risking their lives for this. That's what the facility caretakers are for, of course. And so, after all of this is said and done, we're left with one.
Sophie
Walten. Someone that we know is convinced to take a set of pills to forget that her family had...
Hey man, whatever you gotta think about to get you in the mood. If it's Keegan's thick, beefy nips, hey, more power to you, homie.
To me, I really believe that Felix had a hand in suppressing her memories. He just couldn't stomach it. He couldn't kill her. Why? Well, at this point we're unsure, but it's safe to say that he's had numerous chances after the fact, yet didn't. And so, with Sophie, after the rapid succession of major losses in her life, she likely didn't know where to turn. She was lost and was plummeting into an ever-darkening mindset due to the onslaught of tragedies she's had to endure. Felix noticed this, and to shut her up, he likely decided to bring her under his wing since he's Uncle Felix, remember? He gives her a job at Bond's Burgers to keep her busy, pushes her to obtain a prescription that he likely claimed would help, made her watch these so-called internal BSI tapes.
Captain Juggalo with the blam blam.
Safety of pills, Sophie. Safety of pills, Sophie.
And convinced her that, eventually, it would all go away. And it did. It did all go away. To me, that list of names now seems like it was some sort of a hit list. Just one piece in a breadcrumb trail that Felix was trying to bury. He wanted to move on from this entirely. He continued with the Bonsburgers project years into the future, touting himself as the only founder of the company, quite literally cutting any mention of Jack Walten out of ever existing. The thing is, though, is that whoever created these tapes knows something. They want Sophie to remember, and now that she has, at least as of October 16th of 1982, it leaves us to wonder if she'll be next in line to meet her demise at the hands of Felix Kranken's reprogrammed animatronics. Just like that ominous facility caretaker key, Sophie's left as the sole survivor, and sort of a key herself that can open and expose the metaphorical backdoors into Felix Kranken's secrets. Doing this would allow her to finally expose his wrongdoings, ultimately leading to much needed accountability for everything that he did to her family.
Son of a bitch.
That is, of course, unless he gets to her first.
Ooh. And now we wait for the rest.
Loss, betrayal, suppression, curiosity, and death. These are the major cornerstones of the Walten Files tapes, something that I've become absolutely enthralled by in recent months. It's been quite a while since I've seen a series this well constructed, and I'm immensely eager to see how each lingering question becomes answered. Like, how did Bond become violent to begin with? Who's putting Jack's face into these tapes? What actually was the fate of Jack Walten anyway? Where the hell does Anthony fit into all this? And will Felix Kranken ever answer for the murder cover-up of nearly the entire Walten family? As it stands, and considering that there are more episodes planned, it looks like only time will tell. When these videos do come out though, you can bet your ass that I'll be dropping everything to tune in. And when the time is right, you know that I'll be back. And I'll be ready.
Oh, yeah.
For part 2.
Twilight soon will fade. I'll meet you at the masquerade. While our hearts are swinging,
And there you have it, folks.
Tied at the masquerade. If the music halts here, then my heart will waltz here right on. 12 o'clock is chiming on the clock.
Alright, well, I'm running out of gas over here. I'm ready to take a piss, grab a snack, and get my ass to bed so I can have nightmares about those fucking faces in that series we just watched. Much clown love to you, Riddles. Thanks for popping in with the raid, homie. Vux Doom, thank you for your raid as well earlier on.